That was my actual face. That was my actual face, not gonna lie. When I saw the chat and I saw Ellie's name, my literal face was just like this cat right here. Huh? Like, what? By the way, if y'all don't have this right now, I highly recommend it for your browser on Kick. You can just download it. 7TV. Very easy to download. You have access to a lot more emotes. I have a ton of emotes for y'all that you can use, and it's free. It's free to download. It's just an extension on your browser, and once you have it, you have access to all of these really fun cat emotes. You got the very popular huh? You got more cats. I'm a big cat fan, so I've got a lot of cat emotes right here. Very cat, munching on some ruffles. What else do we have here? Glazing. As you know me, I glaze Hunter all day, so this is a glaze stream. We got cat punching. We have cat ragey. We got cat we got a lot of cats. We have scary cat. We have evil cat. More evil cat. Weird cat. Dancing cat. We have a lot of cat emotes here. Cat bruh. Cat dancing. We have everything. 7TV. That's all you need. Lollipop, pleasure to see you. Milady, the queen. Hope you're doing well. Hope all y'all are doing pretty good. Now, Lollipop, I know you mentioned to me to get rest, and I'll be honest, I rested, but not in the way that you think. I didn't get my 8 hours of sleep like I usually do. I got an hour of power. That's all I did. An hour of power. The power nap came through. It was like, because I was up most of the day, and I'll be honest, I felt pretty, like most of the day I felt pretty sharp, I'm not gonna lie. Like even now, mentally, I feel sharp. Physically, feel pretty good. Spiritually, I'm good. I don't feel a tiredness anymore. You saw me get an Overwatch. Funny, you know what? I tried getting on there, didn't work. So you may have seen me try to go on, and it did not let me go in. It said I was playing, but I was not playing at all. This game literally just crashed on me. Let's see. This is probably what you saw. You probably saw this and thought, oh, New's playing Overwatch. And I thought, yeah, maybe you're right, Lollipop. Maybe I am playing Overwatch. And I sat here for 5 minutes waiting, thinking, I know I downloaded it. I know I verified my files. And yet, in spite of all that, the game didn't load. It gave me an error. And my ass was like, well, I'm not downloading this again. On Battle.net, nope. That's a sign from the Destiny gods. Say, how dare you commit such a travesty? I was like, all right, Destiny, sorry. The witness came out, said, hey, do you realize what you're doing? I said, I'm only just playing Overwatch. Shut your mouth. That out. Yeah, literally, I downloaded it this morning. Just after the stream, I finished downloading it. Press play, and this is what happened. So I said, all right, this is a sign. Exit game. Stopping. That's all I did. It says, sorry, Overwatch, but you had your moment in the sun. And that was it. See ya. That was it. I figured that was a sign. And I said, alright, well, I'm not gonna persist. Now, excuse me if I... Oh, I'm about to partake in some pastries. I was thinking, you know what, maybe I get an energy drink. And I was like, wait, come on, you. The last 2 streams, you didn't even need an energy drink. Why buying it today? And I thought, yeah, maybe you're right, Conscience. Maybe let's buy pastries instead. Yes, you're a smart one. So now, instead of a bad drink, instead of poison, I'm actually eating a nice little pastry. Mmm. Very nice. I went to go get Chinese food, but they were closed. Just make a burger. Hey, that's the simple way sometimes. Although, admittedly, I am a very big fan of Chinese food. What is your go-to Chinese food takeout meal? The rain was going down in sheets, and it looked like it was 9 p.m. Damn. That's some torrential rain right there. Mmm. Hunan chicken. Okay. Interesting. I know Sichuan chicken is pretty popular because of the spice, but Hunan chicken. What made you gravitate towards Hunan over all the other menu options? Hmm. Severe storm warnings for the last 3 days? Jeez. Well, I'm just glad you're safe. That's all that matters. It's spicy the way they make it? Okay. So we got ourselves a Spice Girl in the chat. So your name will be Garden Spice. The new Spice Girl for 2024. Garden Spice. All the mods should have Spice Girl names. Well, Lollipop for sure is Garden Spice. That makes the most sense to me. But yeah, Lollipop, same with me. I'm a huge fan of spicy chicken. Especially Chinese food, when they cook it, ooh! I'm telling you. I don't know what it is about Chinese food, but it just hits different. Yeah, Ellie, I gotta come up with some names. All right,
it's good to see y'all.
we're here. We're here.
Third of 3 developer live streams to talk about all the cool stuff coming up with Destiny 2 Into the Light. My name's Andy.
Volume?
I'm the social media team here at Bungie, and we've got an awesome set
Andy?
of topics to go ahead and cover today. But first things first, we wanted to go ahead and remind you guys of one clarification we made For starters, all of the weapons in the Brave Arsenal will now be releasing on April 30th. So just as a quick reminder, all those weapons will be available for you to farm over the course of Onslaught. There's many ways with which you can go about it. For starters, obviously, you can go ahead and attune yourself to a weapon. So
good time zone, Grams. Good time zone. How you doing, my brother?
For so long, you've got the opportunity to go ahead and
wait. He just said April 30th. All weapons will be available.
Also, there's going to be the chest up by Shaxx as well.
And do I see an outbreak perfected on the? Are we gonna get a crafted outbreak or something?
You want, whether it be through our site's quest lines or otherwise.
Are you giving me a crafted outbreak? Is that what you're hinting at right here?
We have a whole new set of topics to discuss today, including some reprised exotic missions, a look at the PvP map pack, and a couple more details at the end that we'll go ahead and share with you in just a bit. But as usual, it won't just be me talking through it. So let's go ahead and tell you about the wonderful folks I have here just to my left. Some incredible developers here at Bungie. We'll go ahead and start with the gentleman.
Oh my gosh! If we're crafting Outbreak, I am signed up right now.
Tom, welcome back.
I love Outbreak Perfected so much.
You're the best. We couldn't possibly let you go.
It's probably my favorite pulse rifle in the game. Second would be Revision 0.
Yeah, really here to talk about all the great work the team has done.
All right, let me turn the volume up.
Here, with us today, and we're going to talk about some exotic missions.
Yes.
Some rewards associated.
Okay, so we already know
and some
Worm is coming back.
Let's talk
Whisper. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
Now sitting just next to Tom as well, we have Rob Adams, one of the art directors here at Bungie, and kind of the person to help come up with the concept of Into the Light. Rob, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you. We have a lot of fun stuff. We were talking before the show about a lot of cool stuff. We'll have plenty of fun details to dive into here in just a little bit. And of course, the one and only Willie Chang, activity designer here at Bungie. How you doing, Willie? Good morning.
I'm doing well.
For the folks at home that may not be familiar with you or your work, what do you do here at Bungie, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm an activity designer for Into the Light. I worked on the 0 Hour reprise.
Excellent. Well,
Willie.
We may as
Stoic.
well start diving into the show at hand. We have a lot of cool stuff to start with. In addition to, like we mentioned, some awesome reprised exotic missions, including the Whisper and 0 Hour, which will both feature, craftable versions of each weapon. But let's
okay, so 0 Hour is coming back for sure, and Whisper.
We had a chance to go ahead and kind of pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes a little bit. Let's go ahead and start from the very top. Rob, you were there when it all started. Why did Bungie make the Whisper to begin with?
Well, I think in the first few months,
can you all hear this?
I want to say like the first 3 to 5 months, we felt like there weren't enough secrets in the game. It felt like the game was pretty well known, you know, and kind of like discovered. And it just needed some big secret to be found by the players. And we thought that that would excite our community quite a bit. Like it would just go over really well. We hoped it would at least.
Yeah.
Running Outbreak was hilarious.
This nostalgia for the Vault of Glass and Black Spindle. I mean, one day we were just sitting in a conference room and we're like, what if we just made another Black Spindle mission, but we made it a lot bigger?
Yeah.
Right?
Speaking of, we've got here on screen kind of some, if we can call it as such, original concept art for the Whisper.
What is this?
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here?
This looks like my kindergarten drawing.
And we got all excited and we ran and found a conference room and we started, drawing what this could do, what we would want to build. And really, this kind of shows.
This literally looks like something I would draw in kindergarten.
We had a contract, really, that we called it a contract, and this was an unspoken agreement between us as devs and the hardcore, super engaged players.
Yeah.
And it really was, if you can pass a test where your mind is going to be tested, your fighting, right?
Yeah.
Is going to be tested, and you're going to be able to pass these tests, right?
Yeah.
My mind right now is tested.
You're fighting.
Yeah.
If you can get past these tests, you're going to be rewarded with great power.
Yeah.
And that was the contract. And so one of the other things we did, you can see it up here in the upper left, is there's a little crack, and then the path continues.
What? Upper left is a crack? Where? Why?
So
what?
Thought, well, rather than lead players by the nose and how
where's my lens? I don't see a crack on the left. I see white.
What if they get into this mysterious place and they don't know what to do? And when they go down the path that they think is right, it's not.
All right, let me max the volume
They
up.
go blazing right past the actual opening.
Yeah.
And so we knew or we were pretty confident that that was going to appeal to the hardcore players.
Oh, this is much louder now.
Once they learned the path, they could then bring their friends in and show them, and then we would have
just
the
to balance it
videos,
out.
with the walkthroughs, and it would just appeal to
as they let their friends go first that first time to watch them fall off the edge and help Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, too, is to kind of focus a little bit more on the art direction as well. I think, to put it lightly, the vibe in The Whisper is pretty intense. Can you tell us what it was like, kind of imagining that space and bringing it to life?
Yeah, well, we wanted this like intense mystery vibe, right? The mystery of I'm on IO.
Strand
and
will
I
make things
found
unfun.
This place that I've never seen, I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
And where does
Yeah,
it go?
Strand
right,
takes
in
a
that
lot
mystery?
of-
and also the feeling of dread.
Yeah.
And so,
a lot of that.
yeah, and it's easy to get a vibe if you listen to one type of music, for example.
No Strand
So
first
we were
time.
watching Stranger Things and listening to the soundtrack, and I got really into building this traversal puzzle.
Is
It
that
has a really
the rule
consistent
now?
vibe because it was just one type
Will
of
it just
music
make
that
it
was
too
listened
easy?
to for the
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah.
Speaks to my Hotline Miami fan.
Yeah.
Inside, honestly. Yeah. Also, too, is we've got another picture as well of the infamously titled Green Room as well. There was a really cool anecdote you had kind of about the
You Strand on
development
this other
process of this. What
fun.
was it like bringing this kind of very
Well, not to
iconic,
worry.
I guess I'd say, Destiny room to life?
I'm back to using Arc and Solar now.
This is funny because there was this thing that we wanted to try, right? Make a room that has a trap in the center, that if you mess up, you end up going down the trap and you get punished for it. And when
Yeah.
you get out, you end up back in the room. And it just happens again and again and again. And there's all these different ways that you try to find your way out of this room.
Right.
So the test was to make a tiny version of this, like 1/4 scale. And we brought it into the playtest lab. We had Cosmo and Dylan. We had a bunch of our testers and designers in there.
Yeah.
And I just waited, right? And I waited for someone to find the hidden shortcut, right? Like what's going to happen when they find that hidden shortcut?
Yeah.
And so the first person that found it, they just screamed and started laughing, and then everybody started finding it. And based on that reaction, we knew we had something good. And then it got scaled up into what you see here. And back to the vibe thing again.
Yeah.
When this got built, all I did was listen to Black Sabbath, the first 6 albums, like over and over.
Black
So it just
Sabbath,
has
wow.
that really consistent vibe all the way through. And that's just a trick that the whole team uses to get a theme or a vibe to be consistent.
We're going to go ahead also too and start jumping the activity so we can see this this vibe up close and personal as well. But here we are. We're back in The Whisper as well. Really quickly too, off the top, really when it comes to bringing these encounters forward, bringing them to the modern
we
era
see some
of Destiny,
gameplay.
What were some of the bigger challenges that you'd say you have to overcome in order to make sure that they were fitting?
Okay,
for
so this
today's
is
sandbox?
timed.
Yeah, so sandbox-wise, players nowadays pack a lot more power than they did before. People can clear entire rooms of ads from these activities back when they were in their original state.
Yeah.
Just like extremely quickly. So we had to beef up the
No
number of
stored either?
combatants that are in these encounters, and
Oh, yeah, 'cause you can eager edge this.
Additional tuning that I've done on them.
Totally, yeah. We can come back to that in a second. But I think also, too, really quickly, back in the day, there was a very bespoke way of getting into The Whisper. You had kind of hang out on IO, wait for this mysterious portal to come up.
Yep.
But we've made some changes to that as well.
Well, you know me, my eager edge
Oh yeah, I
confidence.
mean, I was a victim of it, right? We had the public
the
event
highest.
with the RNG, and you had to wait for the right one. And one time I tried to take a coworker through on a Saturday, and we spent like 7 hours just trying to get a few runs because of the public event. And that we just had to change that, right? And the team
this
was
is gonna
excited
feel
about
fresh to me. I love the feeling
having
of
a
fresh.
new, benefactor, a new character that you go and talk to. So
I know it's old news for y'all, but for me this is like
give it away.
Smart, yeah.
candy
But,
store.
You're not going to have to deal with
New
the
candy.
frustrating trigger to get in anymore.
Excellent. No, that's always good to hear. Giving a chance, especially if people are going to come back in here multiple times as they kind of build up their craftable exotics. Obviously, a pretty key component. Also, too, is I think it's worth mentioning that this has undergone more changes than just the combat landscape.
Yeah.
For the veteran players who are coming in here, folks like myself that have maybe kind of had a lot of this committed to memory, how have you gone ahead and made sure that it's fresh for those veteran guardians out there?
Yeah. Well, the goal was how is this going to be exactly what you just said, right? Like if I've played this 10, 15, 20 times, I've guided people through. Maybe I've made a video about how to get through here. How's it going to speak to me, right? Like what's going to be cool for me to go in and do it again? And that was the goal that the team had. And when we knew we were going to do this, I made my own list, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, we're going to change this, we're going to move that, and I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
So Tom was in this meeting. So I show up and there's like 15, 20 people, and they presented this whole plan. And I had my list all ready to go, and I was going to wait. I was going to listen to all the proposal and everything, and then start giving ideas and stuff. And when they finally finished presenting this plan for how to update this thing, I just deleted
You're
my
dead.
list because it was like it
Okay,
was
never
way
mind.
bigger
You're
and way
good.
cooler than anything that I'd come up with.
Yeah.
It's just so neat to see like a fresh take on it. So if you think you know where the chests are, if you think you know where all the secrets are, if you think you know where all the surprises are,
Yeah.
you don't, because they're different. All those old guides and all the old walkthroughs, they're gonna have to be remade. Even though I'll just give one away. When you first get in, there's that first secret chest room on the right.
Right.
The anomaly has taken care of that. It's not there anymore.
Anomaly has
Yeah.
taken care of it.
There's
So
more surprises.
to the Steam
Wow.
guide writers, to the game facts writers, to the folks making their YouTube videos, a revision 2 is going to be in order sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Also, too, is you know, are there any other changes that you guys are particularly excited about when it comes to the Whisper? We're going to move on to 0 Hour here in a little bit, but you know,
Wow.
before we conclude,
I love the
our
design.
journey
Design's
here,
well done.
Willie, actually, on your side, are there any changes in particular that you're excited about with this updated version?
I'm excited about the way that the boss fight has changed
Yeah.
for this activity.
Interesting.
Mountaintop,
we'll
I
leave that
see
to
him.
folks to go ahead and discover on their own when it comes to the launch date.
See Luna's
of the
howl,
Whisper.
too.
But yes, this is a first look for the folks out there.
Yeah,
who are-
I love the
are looking to
changes,
go ahead and
Rams.
make sure that they're ready on day one to go ahead and add another craftable exotic into their.
Oh, I'm
collection.
loving this.
Obviously, the Whisper is going to be there for you, but we don't want to spoil all of it. You'll have it in your hands soon enough.
That's awesome.
And also,
So it's gonna
some
be
folks out
new
there
for
have had a
all of
chance to play it,
y'all.
So we don't want to go ahead and uncover too many of
Good.
the mysteries.
Good. So we
Up
can all
next,
do like a
we've
day
also
one
got,
run.
Obviously, another iconic one, 0 Hour. Let's start from the top. Can you explain, Rob, the concept behind Trevor? You've obviously got an homage to him on your.
I have my shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us a little
Yeah,
bit about what this original concept was?
Trevor.
So Trevor was really inspired by this. There's this Japanese game show called Takeshi's Castle.
Oh
It's been
my
around a
gosh,
while.
Takeshi's Castle.
And it's
Oh my
great
goodness.
Because it has all these physical challenges and people getting knocked down or flipped over and stuff and trying to get through things and
What a
and
classic
there's just a
show.
lot of comparisons to what we try to do in Destiny, and we've
I literally
borrowed from
watched
show
that
and
growing
shows
up.
like it for a long time for cool ideas, and they have this one bit where the contestants try to get up this hill, and there's this big fake boulder that comes down the hill.
Yep. I remember
And
that.
there's these little like side rooms, like little pockets that they can try to get into. And so we were like, man, if we had something like that in the middle of this mission, that would be amazing,
Yeah.
right? Like, and so we had this thing that we called,
go.
there it is.
Yeah, we got some concept art up on screen
Yeah.
now.
So we had this thing that we called the hazard for a long time. The hazard is going to get you, right? It's
Oh
gonna
my
come down
goodness.
at you.
The fact that
And
he
on the
mentioned
left, you can
Takeshi's
see the
Castle, I'm
original
actually
whiteboard
excited.
drawing of what this could look like. And there you see the hill with the slots.
Yeah.
We basically lifted off of Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
And then that evolved into what we eventually made as a maze,
Yeah.
right? And then there's the very first drawing of Trevor. And on the right, you can see a concept art by one of our artists named Fan Gao.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked at it, it had a bit of a vacuum cleaner look. It didn't quite nail the fear,
Sure.
which we
Yeah.
might talk about in a second here.
Oh, yeah.
So then on the far right, you can see the centipede legs and the light and the final revision. That's pretty close to how Trevor ended up.
Yeah, it definitely it feels terrifyingly familiar in some ways, we'll say.
Yeah.
And I, kind of while we're on the other the legs,
Good job, Tom.
which brings up honestly another great example I'd love to touch on as well is, as a guardian myself, we've felled gods, we've fought some of the most difficult battles in the universe, whether it's against our fellow guardian or the many foes that set foot inside the solar system. When it comes to Trevor in particular, it elicits a very primal, sincere fear. How did you guys kind of elicit that from players who have obviously conquered so much?
Well, I think there's this satisfaction from scaring people that's inherent in everybody. Like we've all scared somebody, I think, at some point. And it's just super fun, right?
Yep.
So what could we do in Destiny to actually make people feel fear? And the team was super excited about how to try to tackle that problem. Because you're right? Like Guardians can just jump away and we kill everything and we're just gods.
Invisible and
God
dodge
killers.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
To do it, yeah.
So how do you scare our players in the game, right? So the first step was drop you in a maze.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
There's
like
something in there
mazes.
that you cannot kill. You can't jump up because the ceiling is just above your head, right?
Yeah.
So those were the first three things. This thing is faster than you.
Yeah.
So you're in there
Ooh.
with something that you can't kill that can go faster than you.
Ooh.
And then of course we did the centipede bottom,
Yeah.
which I have this particular.
Ooh,
phobia
that
of
sounds
centipedes,
The fact that you
Very
took
fun.
something that is such a fear and
me,
put it
yeah.
front and center, honestly, it's
Yeah.
commendable.
I watched this video like a week ago where this dude takes a giant centipede and lets it bite him on the arm.
Oh my gosh.
I
Don't
almost
do
passed
that.
out like watching this video. Centipedes terrify me.
Yeah,
And so I thought the
centipedes
bottom
can
of
stay
this thing just
over
has to
on the
be
left-hand
sideways
side. They can.
centipede legs that are made out of metal, and they just grind you up when it catches you.
Ooh.
And then the final piece of the formula for this thing really was to put a super bright light on it that would shine as a shadow caster across your, like past your body, so you can see your own shadow as you're trying to get away.
Yeah.
And honestly, like a lot of it was inspired by the anxiety that I feel, and I think folks on the team also felt when we talked about like the trope of a subway that's coming around the corner.
Right.
Right.
Do you see that
it's always-
finite
yeah.
just clock running out
It's
in front
coming.
of you?
Yep. You see the light.
Yeah, the
coming, and
timer.
You see the thing.
Yeah.
And so that really helped us figure out how to make this thing as freaky as
This
possible.
time, no Indiana Jones laying down on the tracks hoping for the best here.
Yeah, no.
Not a chance.
Yeah,
No.
no.
It's like a
Trevor's
90s
gonna
horror
chew you up,
film.
obviously. So also, we found ourselves now. We're in the beginning stages here of the Whisper. We can see on screen. Willie, we kind of
Ooh.
touched on this briefly over the course of the Whisper. But can you tell us a little bit about what it was like, sort of reinventing these combat spaces and these encounters?
Brig is
for
new?
Guardians in a modern sandbox, especially those that are going to have the Brave arsenal available to them.
So Brick,
Yeah,
what's that?
Just now you saw a brig in this encounter, which
Oh,
there wasn't one before.
Okay.
I think there's
Oh, the
there's
big robot things.
Desire to keep the soul of the activity, which is that there's time pressure on me to finish this activity quickly, and also I'm going up against powerful enemies that are trying to
Yeah,
stop
the
me
big
from doing
tanky
that.
falling guys. Yeah, yeah.
So
I
we wanted
almost
to make
forgot
sure
for a
that the
second there.
combat still felt challenging. Even
Ah,
in
look at
today's
that
sandbox,
stasis
so we
lock.
added some new
Yes,
commands with
yes.
the brig.
Stasis lock. Yes.
And we also just increased the number of commands,
delicious.
period, so that players had more to do with their more diverse and deadly tools.
Yeah. Guardians have plenty of those available to
Oh,
them.
of course, the
when
good
you
old
were
walkers.
developing these combat spaces as well, were there any moments where you really thought to yourself, like, all right, this is it. Like, we've really centered in on what was great about this mission
Mountaintop,
originally,
though.
but this is going to be appropriately
Oof.
challenging for today's Guardians.
Yeah, I think the
Okay,
when
so they
we-
censored the
when we
mission
playtested
when
it
they added the
and,
brigs. Okay.
we had everybody load up with.
So
their,
all this is gonna
new
feel fresh for everybody.
maneuverability
This is great.
tools, Their swords,
I love
their
it.
grapples, to go through the activity, and then we were expecting.
is
that,
really
like,
great. I'm
people are gonna breeze
hyped.
through this like it's nothing. Like the original 20-minute timer. has
Straight
to,
won't save me in this? Oh,
become something
I'm
else. But
good.
Really,
I'm good.
All of that translated.
I'm gonna
over
be using
pretty
a lot of
well.
arc
Like, the
and,
individual sections are
a lot of arc.
self-contained enough that like you can't bypass too many things by just using one new tool.
I got a couple arc
The whole
builds that I'll
thing
be
sort of
cooking
still
up.
felt like 0 hour,
Yeah.
even with your new toolbox.
Yeah. That makes
The
perfect
regular
sense.
run?
Even with,
Maybe on my
we're gonna
second
go ahead
run
and
or so, I
forward
might
here a
run
little bit
Strand,
as well,
Mothkeeper's
using our dev
Strand
tools
build.
to take a look at Trevor as well. So for the folks out there that want to read,
Yeah, I think my first run I'll run arc.
Check it out.
Just start zapping
also,
everything.
Too, is we're in a world where there's strand grapples, there's shatter skating.
Oh.
When it came to kind of redesigning these activities, or even making, I guess, alterations more appropriately on these activities, with one like Trevor, for example, what was the challenge that you kind of had to overcome with those new movement tools in addition to the combat tools that players have available to them?
Yeah, I guess philosophically, I want to make sure that if people were speccing into being highly maneuverable, then I honor that choice and say, yeah, you're highly maneuverable. Like maybe you're in this hallway with Trevor. I
hello,
don't want to be
Lucifer.
ground up by these centipede legs.
I'll just call you
I'm
JD for
going
now.
to sword skate through this so that I can have a little bit of speed on Trevor. But you still can't invalidate the challenge entirely. Trevor will still kill you if you mistime those. So they're just like different expressions of how you want to tackle these challenges, and none of those expressions like fully throw.
So I
these
guess my
challenges
first
out.
run through,
Yeah,
I'll
actually,
do
something
arc,
too that I'm seeing pop up in chat
and then
here,
second run through, I'll
is
likely
the
do
mention
Strand.
of the timer. So for starters, there's also, this is normal difficulty, and there's also legend, isn't that right? Yeah, Tom, can you tell us a little bit about like any updates to the timers in these missions as well?
So, and Willie, feel free to have him correct me if I'm wrong, but on normal, it's 40 minutes because we want to give players a little bit extra time, especially if you're new.
Okay.
We want this to be accessible.
So 40
and
minutes,
get
that's
in there
good.
and get
That's
the
appropriate.
experience, but a lot of our kind of like quests, content, and secrets are in the Legend version, which has a 20-minute timer.
Yes.
Yep.
20-minute timer in Legend.
perfect.
Okay,
Thank
all
you,
right,
Jeff.
that's gonna be
in addition to
That's
these
gonna
other
be
updates you've made,
A juicy
are there
one.
anything or any changes you've made in particular that you're excited about that you're comfortable talking about?
So I'll
here,
have to
or
do
is it
multiple
just
runs then.
you
I'm
want
gonna
players to
probably do
dive in
like
and find out for
multi-runs.
themselves?
Yeah, so the whole secret setup for 0 Hour is different. So, you know, previously we had key cards. Those have been replaced by another secret system that you'll just have to find out more
Okay.
about for yourself.
Excellent.
And
Cool,
you know,
cool.
I'm
I'm
also
hyped.
proud of the boss fight in this
That's right.
activity.
Yeah, we'll hold that one close to the vest. Players will have a chance to see that on their own and see Willie's hard work in person very soon.
Juicy boss fight.
Now, as we mentioned at the top of the show as well, there's going to be craftable versions of these exotics, and we're going to check them out. But there was one more example that I wanted to ask you about, Rob, in particular. There was some discussion briefly about the acronym that is Trevor. Could you tell us what that stands for?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, but
Yeah.
I had to open my phone because it's like impossible to remember that.
We all have our notes. Yeah, it's part of the game.
So early on,
And welcome,
the
S.
team,
Death.
we just realized we had to figure out an acronym for this because we loved the name Trevor because it was paradoxical.
I'll call you Jay.
Went to school with a kid named Trevor who was the nicest kid in the entire school.
Much easier for my
Just
brain.
nice to everybody to
Yeah.
a fault, right? So I always thought like Trevor is just the nicest name, and so paradoxically, here's this evil thing named Trevor, and we thought it was hilarious. But once we alphanumericized, is that a word?
Yeah.
Once we made that, we had to come up with the acronym. So the one that I had was Tracking Robotic 3-Vectored Reducer. 'Cause it reduces, right, Tom? It's like it reduces you, yeah. But that was our internal acronym.
Yeah.
And so when we went to Guardian Con and we did like a fly-through or like a walkthrough.
Yeah.
And so the community team thought that we should let the fans of GuardianCon
Yeah.
decide what the actual acronym for Trevor was. And so we had
Wait,
like
is
the
that
5
Celestial
different examples,
Nighthawk
and my
comment in the
tracking
back?
robotic was in there.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
It's one of
Can
the-
I
was
get
like,
that?
Please pick mine, please pick mine.
Yeah.
And so
Can
at
y'all
the
send me a
end,
Celestial
what they
Nighthawk
decided on, and
helmet?
they decided by loud applause, and it was like very obvious that this is what they wanted.
committee had
Oh yeah,
spoken.
it's like very obvious.
Yeah.
What they decided on was tame, relaxed, triple vac roommate. So that's the official name for Trevor.
Oh my gosh.
The acronym.
Modified
Yeah.
Thank you very much to the denizens of GCX. Thank you very much for your hard work and letting us know exactly.
Triple
what
back
Trevor should be
roommate.
called. That's really cool. I wish I'd been there for that. Okay, now we're taking a quick look at the craftable exotics as well.
Oh, here
We're
we
gonna
go.
ahead and start with Whisper of the Worm.
Oh, yep, I knew it.
Tom,
Whisper
can you
the
tell us a
Worm.
little bit about what players who are going to go ahead and
Ooh.
facilitate their own play style or want to build a Whisper all
I
of their
see.
own.
Is that
What
box
are they gonna have to
breathing?
look forward to with all this?
Small bore, full
Yeah,
bore.
even before we get into the crafting, like
I see box
like,
breathing,
I've got
though.
Notes here from Chris Proctor, so
You're the
I'm
man
ready to
himself.
go. Yeah, he's
Right.
sitting on my shoulder, helping me out here.
Oh man, look at the impact.
We wanted to
100.
retain the fantasy
solid
of
range.
both these weapons, of both of Whisper and of Outbreak, and Whisper. It's
Yep,
it's a
accurized
hard-hitting
rounds.
precision weapon where you're in
Yeah.
the backfield. Like, and if you land your crits, you're rewarded, and you can sustain a ton of damage on a. On a
Ooh, I'm gonna be
boss or
using
any
this a
really
lot.
large critical area.
Especially my
Ogres
solo
will be
build
felled.
with
Ogres would be
precision.
felled, the servitors.
Oh, don't stand a
Ooh,
chance,
I'm gonna
yeah.
use Whisper a lot.
And then with Outbreak, it's the fantasy is all about spreading the plague of Siva nanites.
Certainly.
I
We'll
heard
really get to that
Outbreak.
in a minute, but
So I think we're looking at Whisper right now.
yeah, so specifically with Whisper and Outbreak, for both of them, with both these crafted weapons, they'll both have.
Oh, so
a
Outbreak is a
craftable
crafted.
barrel, magazine,
Let's go.
traits, and stock options.
Outbreak,
The
yes,
barrel and magazine
yes,
options will
I
let you,
love
like,
it.
Really push the stats
Craftable
around.
Outbreak, cool,
Like,
baby.
so you'll be able to have like a max stability Whisper if you want.
Yeah.
Which was like really advantageous for a weapon that's about this like hitting repeated critical hits.
Certainly.
In an area. And then specifically for the perks on Whisper, and
Oh,
both the perks on
that's
Whisper and Outbreak are
mulligan,
things that
okay.
by engaging other secrets.
You know
week
what?
over
That
week,
makes so much
and
sense.
both of these exotic missions.
That's why they
you'll be able
buffed
to
the pulse
unlock them.
rifles because they knew.
And Whisper, it starts off with Mulligan.
Bungie
which
knew
is
they were
going to
be bringing back pulse rifles, and Outbreak would be one of them. Makes so much sense why they're weekly mentioned pulse buffs.
And then there's no distractions, which will allow you to keep under fire, hold your aim on your target better. And there's also enlightened action, which is for more forgiving reloads. So there's I think a lot of options for different players at different play styles and different skill levels there.
I might go with no
And then
distractions.
just the kind of the cherry on top there with Whisper is that it's getting a reserves bump. So it's going to go from 18 in reserve
Ooh,
to
whispered
24
breather.
in reserve. So you're going to have a ton of ammo to just like make it a sustained damage monster.
Nice ammo. Great.
Which is super exciting.
So ultra
You hate
precise players
crafting?
like myself who never miss a shot will have even more. Why are
So
you
what
guys
makes you hate
laughing? What are
crafting, AJ?
Why is that funny?
Curious.
No, that's really exciting. We also
I love
so we
it.
have Whisper
I love being able to
in
personalize and
addition
like
to
customize
Outbreak
a gun
Perfected now joining
to your
the pool
own
of
liking,
craftable
which
exotic
is
weapons.
wonderful.
Let's take a quick look at Outbreak as well while we're here.
Outbreak,
hanging out,
baby.
getting outplayed.
Woo, baby. This is
Tom,
my
kinda,
gun right
you know,
here.
second verse, same as the first. Same question. Can
telling
you tell
you.
us a little bit about some of the perks and
I love
updates
using this gun
that
so
players will
much.
have available
I
to them
love it.
with their options
Outlaw.
to craft Outbreak Perfected.
Yep, and so in addition to barrels and mags, it has.
And you got the nanite buffs.
Its classic outlaw perk is back. So
Yep.
you get your fast reloads on final blows, which works really well.
Love it.
With Outbreak, it's all about also landing precision hits to either spawn nanites or to kill enemies and spawn nanites and spread that SIVA energy around.
Yes. Spread the plague.
And then the second one though that we're added here is rapid hit, which plays right
Ooh,
into that.
rapid
so like,
hit?
You land your precision shots, you get more stability, you get faster reloads.
Rapid hit in this
new
one
one
would
is
be nutty.
Rewind rounds.
Say
It's
that
hard for me
3
to
times
say.
fast, yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah.
Which refills your reserves
Ooh,
from
rewind is also
to
good.
minimize your reload. So like if you're hitting shots, you're just going to keep getting more ammo, which
Yeah.
is really kind of interesting.
Perpetual motion machine? No, perpetual death
So
machine.
yeah, it's like do you want the
Perpetual
reloads?
death
Or you just want to
machine.
keep shooting.
Yeah.
And then there's also a head seeker, which I think maybe for
Ooh,
PvP
head
or
seeker
for
can be
certain-
great.
For certain play styles where like you're less focused on your critical shots. That's something to think
Yeah,
about. as
head
well.
seeker can be a nice
In
PvP
terms of
option.
catalysts, if you already have them,
Yeah.
you're golden. You can craft those. If you don't,
There you go.
play the legend version of Whisper and 0 Hour, and you'll have a chance to get them.
Very cool.
So that's still in there. And then, as I
Disease
mentioned, for
vector.
unlocking these new
What?
intrinsic perks that you can slot in,
Yeah.
there'll be like a 3-week mini quest line that rolls into the secrets for each of
No
these.
point of farming.
Like Whisper is
Personally,
coming
I
at
don't
launch
mind
with Into the
if you
Light,
craft
and
these
0 Hour is
exotics.
coming in May.
Perfect. Okay.
'Cause
So give you a
exotics
chance to go ahead
typically
and
don't
sink your teeth into
have
0 Hour for a while before
the
you go ahead and change your
customizable
attention and
options.
Start unlocking another one of the storied exotics.
So I
of
feel
old.
like with exotics, it's
Also,
actually pretty
worth
nice.
mentioning that there are more than just the craftable weapons available as rewards in these missions. There's some tried and true ships. Now we were talking a little bit about this earlier, but as someone who still to this day wears 1,000 wings,
You and me?
yeah, like we know the feeling of getting that ship and finally having that I was there moment. The ships
Oh
are
yeah,
making
for
a
sure,
return
Jay.
as well, isn't that correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so
I
for
do love the
both
feeling of
Whisper
just
and
rolling
0
for
Hour,
a god roll
coming
and
back
just getting
as
what
the
you
exact
want.
same ship,
Feels
or
satisfying.
Are there going to be changes on them?
No, these are actually new assets, right? They're new ships, so they won't be the same. They won't sit in the same spot in your inventory.
New ships.
And they are updated to look really cool and new, and I think they're exciting. Especially we took the old scrap drifter ship that
Yeah.
was, I think, not really loved particularly by the community because it was literally scrapped together from spare parts to
Right.
get built. And so we did a really nice pass on that. So it's inspired by the look of Outbreak Perfected.
Ooh.
And I think it looks great. I think the community's going to love it.
Yeah.
And
I
then we
love the
have
Outbreak
the Whisper
design.
ship, 1,000 Wings. It's got a new design.
I may have
so
to
you'll
swap
still
out my
have
Mass
your old
Effect ship
1,000
for
wings.
once.
And if you have that equipped, players are going to know that you're OG and that you got it back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And the new one is going to look like the new one, so there won't be any mistaking the old one for the new one.
Very cool. Excellent. So for the players who want to go ahead and continue to build up their collections,
Yeah.
there's a chance to go ahead and dive back in.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't there originally, but they
Yeah.
want to go ahead and join the 1,000 Wings Club to a degree.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So it'll be a chance to go ahead
Nice.
and
Okay.
unlock those as well.
Heck yeah, yeah, for sure,
Excellent. Well, I
Gramps.
think
I'm
we
excited.
We're actually about at the point of the show we're going to go ahead and get ready to rotate over to the PvP map pack. But for starters, let's go ahead and make sure we thank our incredible team of playtesters here, going ahead and showing off
Map
missions
pack.
for us. Ashley,
I want to see
Peyton,
more
and Michael,
PvP.
Thank you all
I
so
know
much.
that the Europa
Okay,
Mac is
we're getting some waves
Europa
from the
Mac.
backstage.
Europa Map is coming.
Thank you all so much for the time. And of course, Willie, I think this is unfortunately the time now we bid you adieu to go ahead and transition into the PvP
Thanks for
map.
having
See
me.
you soon.
Awesome, Willie. Thank you
The
so much.
heck? Hello?
All right, we are now joined by another member of the Bungie development team, a staff artist here who has helped made many of the PvP maps that you've also known and loved. The one and
up.
only Mr. Cooley Callahan. Cooley, welcome to the show, man.
Guys, how's it going? Good to see
There
you.
you
Thanks
go,
for
there
having
you
me.
go.
on.
Absolutely,
That's
it's
it.
been so long.
Yeah, it has. It's been a minute.
Move the
at us
screen over
right
real
now.
fast.
Yeah.
That's full circle.
Yeah. Now, we were talking a little bit before the show about Cooley. I'm going to go ahead and do us all a favor and put Cooley on the spot to a degree. Rob,
the
we were
Mac
talking
in
a
the
bit
game?
about Cooley's history.
We were.
Can you
A
tell us a
Mac
little
in
bit
the
about
game.
the man sitting just to your left, the contributions he's made to the PvP pantheon?
Yeah, well, one of the things that was really important for us was to make sure that the strike team was stacked. that we had the best designers on the strike team. And so Cooley is certainly one of those. He's a 6-year veteran of the
Give
PvP
me more
team. We've shipped over 11
PvP.
maps.
Yeah.
A lot of them are fan favorites.
I know
and
y'all
I'm not
right now
gonna
are
steal
like,
any more Cooley's
all right,
thunder. I'll just
close
let
the
him
stream.
talk about some of that.
Yeah, it's not everyone's a banger. I mean, there's definitely some maps that people would want some words with me, but I
We'll
think
save that for later. But what are
yeah,
some of the
just
bangers?
come find me. It's
Europa,
I
right?
think Burning Shrine,
Yeah.
which is now Burnout. It's such a classic map.
Show me
It's,
the Europa map. I
Charles'
want to see
favorite.
Europa. I love
And then
snow maps.
Midtown is another map that turned out really well. We built that for Countdown, but
Yeah, Midtown was
I
great.
was just chatting with another Destiny fan at the dog park the other day, talking about how well that map supports all of the different engagement ranges.
Yeah,
which is definitely
mid-range,
something that we
long
try to
range,
do,
close
try to
range. Yeah,
create
Midtown's actually
places for players to use
Midtown. I feel like
their
it's like the
favorite
litmus
tools.
test.
Yeah. Now with
a really
the maps, we're gonna
well-balanced
be looking
map.
at 3 of them today, with kind of a primary focus on. You were mentioning earlier, I think it was the 3v3 kind of competitive side of things. so sort of
3v3,
the focus for
yes,
these
thank
maps.
you. Let's
Absolutely, yeah, I think
go.
early on, a lot of the direction that
Yes,
we got
yes, yes, I
was
want
we wanted to
3v3
bolster
maps.
that competitive gameplay experience with new maps, tweaks to the modifiers of some of the modes, and so we, in our play testing, really focused on the competitive playlist and
Okay.
really centered and put those experiences at the forefront. And then, all Destiny maps, can suit a variety of modes, so we also made sure they worked elsewhere. But for the most part,
Yeah.
we really did want to provide new experiences and just breathe a little bit of new life into the higher,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit sweatier gameplay.
So weird how you were staring directly at me when you said sweaty, but that's fine. We'll let it go for now. Actually, briefly too on that topic before we kind of go into the guided tour of these maps. Having had so much time to sort of be a part of building the tapestry that so much of our PvP happens on.
Well,
what were
Collision's
some of the
gonna
key
get some
lessons that you've kind of taken away
interesting
from having
things.
built those maps
Collision
seen them
and
go through everything from trials to quick
competitive.
play and bringing forward those lessons into these maps.
Maybe Trials will get some of these in rotation. I
think
hope.
one thing that is always
Derek,
at the
good to see
forefront of
you.
our minds is,
It's been a while. How you been?
Trying to strike that balance between, providing the
Yes, maps. I'm
playground
always happy for new
players
maps.
to express themselves and express their guardian and their play style. So a lot of verticality, a lot of movement.
Ooh, I love movement.
And then balancing that with making sure players understand where they're getting shot from, and creating a satisfying PvP engagement that
Can we get a
doesn't,
kill cam though? That'd be nice.
that doesn't leave players cursing the map or
Sure.
feeling like they don't understand why they died. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure that players have we want to provide a choice for players that's always available to them to
They
to
should make a
riff and
horde
to
game
work with
mode,
their team
honestly.
to, use
Onslaught?
the map to
You
their
mean?
advantage. So
That's
it's
pretty much what
it's
you're asking
balancing,
for.
like a complex gameplay space.
Onslaught is pretty much horde
that
mode.
allows a lot of movement and freedom without opening it up so much that you're not understanding, like, geez, I can get shot from so many different places.
Certainly.
So we really it's a little bit of back and forth. We'll open it up. We'll try some things.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
especially
cool,
this time around,
Lollipop.
we
With the
tried
Storm
some
active?
stuff and got into the weeds a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that's all part of the discovery process of finding the game.
Better?
that we
If you don't
wanna
think it's gonna be
create.
good?
So go a little further,
I
too far
don't
in
know.
the
I'm pretty hyped for it.
openness
I'm
and
pretty excited.
simplicities, and then we
I
bring
think
it
it's gonna be a
back
pretty
and make it a little bit
promising
more focused
endeavor,
and really
Onslaught.
dial in the engagements.
It's hard to say if it'll be good or not until you jump into it, right?
There's no time like the present.
But based on what
shall
I'm
we go ahead and
seeing,
dive
I
on
mean,
in?
it looks great.
Excellent. Cool. Diving on in.
Oh, let's
all right,
go.
we got
Show me the maps.
First of 3 maps to go ahead and
Let's
show
go.
off. This
Europa
is the,
first. Europa?
We have one on Europa.
Yes,
one
yes,
on
yes.
Yamuna, and then one on one of the pyramid ships in Essence, I believe. Is the
That's
name of
right.
the
Oh,
location.
show me Europa.
So this is the first one. This is here on Europa.
Oh.
Cooley, can you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here today?
Oh
or where
my
we are?
gosh.
Yes, so this map is called Eventide Labs, and this is
Eventide,
a
okay.
long-forgotten human colony research outpost on Europa.
5 minutes left.
And
Keep it up.
it just so happens
Facts.
that Aramis has chosen this location as a refueling station for her catch.
Ooh,
So
I love
here
it.
you'll
I
see,
love snow maps
perched
so
just
much.
above the horizon is her catch in the skybox with
So Aramis'
getting
ship.
hooked up, and we have a servitor over here that's hooked up to the catch to provide that ether that the Elixir need. And so we really wanted to situate the maps in the universe and draw on that deep Destiny lore.
Oh, I
but yeah,
love
we
this.
definitely have a presence of Fallen here, set amongst the abandoned human, ice-encrusted structures of the past, which has been a really fun environment to work on. We definitely want to bring in as many new palettes as possible because you know, there's so much great environment art content. The palettes are
yeah,
really
100%, Derek. I'm definitely digging the vibe of this.
In PvP wherever we can. Just
Love it.
You know,
I love the
different palettes
skybox.
have different character that leads to different gameplay spaces.
Oh,
Also,
I like the
when it comes
verticality-
to kind of finding these
verticality
maps
too.
place in the world, Rob, having kind
ooh,
of
this is
looking at
nice.
these through an artistic lens. What were
Choke
some of the
point here.
challenges or even kind of exciting opportunities potentially? Of
Oh, that's
finding,
gonna be a great choke
new
to block
places for
off.
these maps to live in the more modern era of Destiny that we've been experiencing more recently.
Well, we really wanted to make sure that when we do an update like this, you know, it's a major refresh
Wow.
to the map.
This is a
rotator, right?
beautiful map.
We're adding quite a bit of variety here. We wanted to make sure that we had 3 distinctly different places and places that players haven't seen a bunch of times. So
Right.
fortunately, we had these available to us, and I'm looking at it again now. I mean, I'm not getting
Splendid
sick of looking at
detail.
this. The team does such a good job.
Yeah,
One of
I
the cool things
gotta
is just
give
how
him credit.
purposeful everything
Design
feels in the
team
world,
is
you know, the art team always pushes it so far where it really feels like you're
impeccable
walking
job
into
here.
a truly recently defunct, human colony or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
Yeah, and the frozen world of Europa, I mean, they all have their advantages for PvP, but the frozen ice walls of Europa are just perfect for multiplayer, and I'm sure
Man.
Cooley's going to talk about this a bunch.
Yeah, actually, also too.
This kinda
Cooley,
gives
if you
me the
wouldn't mind,
Overwatch 2 vibes, 'cause I know there's an ice map in
people
Overwatch
who have
2.
heard me talk too much
Gives me
about Destiny
similar
PvP
vibes.
would know Dead Man's Tale and I get along a lot. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about some of the sight lines or opportunities that I'll have to maybe rack up some additional kills as I dive into this map the first time?
Totally. If long range is your thing, this spot out here is definitely the place for you. There's one spawn that happens for one team over by C and then one over by A, and so in these competitive modes, if you've got an objective out here, this sight line is really important to lock down. So this is
yeah.
This is a spot where you're gonna have two
yeah,
teams
that's
poking,
me.
And peeking each other.
That's me.
And then rushing over here to try to get to this zone.
Yeah,
and
because
lock it
B is
down.
gonna be
And,
B is gonna be
if
an
you're rolling
impactful
with
point.
That long
If
range
you
kit,
cap
can
C,
hang back and sort of
B is
lock
gonna be
down
your
this airspace
priority.
here, so that you can provide cover and maybe support your team from being harassed down on this point.
Oh my gosh, yes, I can't wait for this.
And then
fantastic.
we
This
also
is-
have
oof.
sort of this the sight line in the middle, which will be pretty fun. It's definitely going to be a race.
Profits coming out, baby.
For each
Outbreak
player,
with the
each
crafting
team to
outbreak.
kind of
Oh,
get to this
I
spot
cannot
and-
wait
and
to
lock
bring the
down
outbreak back.
This sort of portal here to ensure
You know
that
what?
you
Maybe
can,
today I'll bring it out.
push into this space and kind of control the middle. But as you can see, there's lots of ways for players
I'm gonna run
to come in
outbreak with
flank.
maybe
So if you're holding the space, you'll
Sanuna?
really
No, I
not
can't run
wanna
Sanuna. Maybe
be here
outbreak
for too
with
long unless you've got the support to do it.
maybe red back,
Make sure you throw those
heliocentric.
grenades right off of the rip, basically, when you're coming out of spawn to try and conquer that territory as best you can.
Yeah, one of the things I love about these ice caves is, it provides a lot of opportunity for grenades, like trip mines, and to bounce things off of the back of the walls. And the shapes here are just really fun to
Yeah,
play with.
the PvPers like myself
So
are getting that
this
love.
is one of 3 maps. Let's go ahead and prepare to go ahead and move on to the next one here.
Wonderful
real
map.
quickly. We've got coming up
Very,
next,
very good map.
Neomuna.
Thank you.
As
Oh,
well.
Neomuna,
So
I gotta see
finding
this.
a place, on Neomuna, obviously that makes sense for PvP. Probably seems pretty natural, honestly, given just like how rich and vibrant and exciting of a place it is.
Yeah,
What was
Neomuna
it
is
like,
very
even
rich.
starting from an artistic standpoint on this.
I
map,
gotta
Rob?
see this map.
This was a really exciting map for the team. It's a shopping / entertainment center for the Exos
What?
on Neomuna. And,
Yeah.
Arcade center? Can I see the
so
arcades?
There's a lot of really fun decoration, and the spaces have a lot of character to them. There's a lot of recognizable things, human scale.
Oh, if they
things
put the
that
arcade center in this,
relatable.
I am gonna
and
love this
We don't always
map.
get that in all of our palettes, and so
Dearest
this is
Plaza.
also an opportunity for us to have a really clean.
Oh my
architectural
gosh,
map that has
what?
A lot of, crisp edges and very flat floors. So all of the
Let me see this
definitely
map.
the more competitive players and the sort of the more PvP diehards, they really take to this map, and it's an instant hit. People are just
Oh, yep,
right
I see
away
arcades.
pleased
I'm
with,
sold.
How readable the map is. It's one of those maps that you play a couple times and you get it. Like you understand.
Oh, I
that
love
it's
it.
all
I
about
love
this-
it. It's
this
so
center atrium
bright.
room that
Oh,
is really open,
look at
kind of,
this.
has this
Oh.
big pit in the middle, and then
This
there's
reminds me
area
of a
down here,
Halo
which is,
map.
where a lot of objectives spawn, and there's some special ammo down here. But then there's also
This is giving me some
this place
Halo
over here
vibes.
where
100%
the heavy
Halo
ammo
vibes.
spawns, and players will oftentimes just pop up here to do a quick check and maybe like try to get a,
Oh
a
my
cheeky kill on
gosh.
somebody who's maybe
Yeah, this is
running,
going to be some
from cover to
mid-range
cover,
combat
but,
here.
You can't hang out here for very long because
Hand
you've
cannon's
got
gonna be
so
pretty
many
good on this
different
map, I feel.
angles at which you can get shot from. But that's kind of like that balance of what I was talking about before. Like we want to provide that, but we want to make sure that it's not too powerful or
Been a little while, been around, but didn't engage with the Guardian games as much as I thought I might. Didn't get the shader or skimmer. Damn, Derek.
The map will, be able to use it to their advantage.
Was it just not to your liking? You just
on the
wasn't
readability.
wasn't really
I remember
hype for you?
overhearing some discussions with you designers talking about the clean zone in PvP. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and how it kind of helped?
Oh, I love the
inform
aquarium
design
there,
of
the
this
little
map?
fish tanks.
Yeah, definitely. I think.
Oh, I love the
clean
different
zone is something
variants and
that,
colors.
A lot of,
The bright whites in
a lot
the
of
main
developers,
hall, the
really
oranges
use to,
here.
Sort of create this space
Very organic
for,
feel here.
the player to pop, right? To like really stand out from the environment. And so for us, it's about where the player's head height is. And this map is, just one of the examples of how it can really provide for a good PvP experience. To,
Yeah, so it's not too vertical, but
have
just
this
enough where
sort
you
of mark
can
on the wall
utilize
where you can kind of expect players to reside.
the aerial
in.
mobility. Yeah,
They jump
open
around
space here.
and strands suspend you in the air, and you're just left there cursing the heavens for a little while.
Ooh,
Maybe
but I
I'm
love
speaking on my
this.
own behalf.
This is going to be a nice spot where people are going to be just 1v1ing, dueling.
Yeah, this is, I will say, one of the maps that, having done a little bit of play testing myself, I still have to give you credit for perhaps one of the most diabolical heavy weapon spawns, or heavy ammo spawns, rather, I should see, in any PvP map. Like the sheer amount of risk reward that goes into just making your way safely, or so you think, out to that particular territory.
Right.
Oh,
as
I
you guys
love
were
the
even building that
elevators
balance
and
of these consumables on the map. Cooley, what was it like, sort of having that process evolve or grow?
But I feel
Yeah.
you, Derek. As long as you
Typically,
got
when
what you
start
wanted.
laying out a map, we just kind of start with control because it's a good base point. It requires 3, very well-defined combat pockets that have an objective in them. But then from there, we start mapping out the other objectives that might exist on a map, like the heavy ammo point. And I think we've kind of gravitated more towards
I see
having
some
special
sight lines
ammo
here.
live next to
I feel like this map
some of
would
the other objectives on the
favor
map, so
some
you're
long
not
range.
constantly having to make a choice of where should I go.
I feel like,
But we
ARs
kind
will
of
be good
map those
here.
things out, and,
Pulses, hand
it's
cannons
sort
for
of a
sure will be
formula.
good for
There's
poking.
definitely a sort of a order of operations, so to speak. Of you start with these big strokes.
The FF
you go to
Rebirth,
the
oh yeah,
next
that game
stage
is
and
fantastic.
start
I haven't
making
played it
sure that you've
myself, but I
got,
watched
space and combat
the full
pockets
playthrough
for,
on my
maybe
friend's stream,
Dominion
and yeah,
or,
it was
some
wonderful watching him
other
play it.
game modes, and things just kind of fall into place.
But
From there.
Onslaught for sure. We're going to be running that day one.
We got one more map to
Onslaught's
check out
gonna
as
be
well. For all the fine folks at home, we're going to continue our guided
It's gonna
tour.
be our
We're gonna
grind.
Make our way over.
Because I want to get all the
Essence, to one of
weapons.
the pyramid ships to check out the final PvP.
All right,
map
so
we'll be
so
releasing
far
in this
I'm
pack.
very sold on these
As
two
we're
maps.
flying in,
Beautiful, well designed.
I gotta give you guys credit. Like, the space that
Absolutely
exists inside those
stunning
pyramid ships that's
map
being terraformed
designs.
by the Traveler looks just absolutely incredible.
I'm more
But this is the first time
incentivized
you guys
to
have had a
play
chance really
competitive
flex your
now.
muscles and build a PvP map out here. Rob, just to start from your perspective as we load in, what was it like developing this, playground for Guardians that's kind of so deep in the enemy's backyard?
I think it was really tough.
Yeah.
I remember there were quite a few iterations of this map, and I know Cooley's going to go into more detail, but like from a high level, it's a pretty inherently noisy palette. Cooley was talking about the clean zone. There's some palettes in the game that are just very visually noisy. So the geometry is noisy. They create a lot of shadow and a lot of highlights just by the geometry itself.
Dissonance.
And then the textures,
I'm loving the names
shaders that are on
too.
the geometry, those can be
Dissonance,
noisy.
Cirrus
Yeah.
And then there's
Plaza.
the clutter of the palette. So when you have
Wow.
an environment with a lot of entropy and there's just rubble
Very
everywhere,
Root of
there's like
Nightmares.
garbage strewn around or plants hanging down, like we often do in Destiny. We
This
have to
is very
declutter.
Root of Nightmares
Some of, like, the
inspired.
Argonian Dead Zone maps, for example,
Yeah.
are highly cluttered. And so this was an example of one of those fairly entropic, high clutter palettes.
Yeah.
that the
Wow,
team
okay, a
had to
lot
kind
of sight lines here,
wrangle into
very
shape.
kind of spacious.
And I'm sure Cooley's going to talk
Ooh.
about that process because it was quite a process.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Cooley, I'd love to continue and just start
Oh yeah,
there,
this is very
taking
Root. This is
space on a
exactly
pyramid ship and
Root.
kind of making it suitable for a PvP map. What was that process like from your
Wow,
perspective? kind of
wow,
more
wow.
on the
I
design
love
side?
all three. My
Yeah,
goodness,
it's
this is
again
beautiful.
a process of back and forth. We start with mass out, and mass out.
Yeah,
is
this looks a little bit
the
bigger
simplest and
than
cleanest a
Cirrus
map will ever
Plaza.
be. And
So
from
I'm
there we
definitely running
start,
more long
developing
range
the
here.
spatial character of
Scout
the map.
rifles would be
And
good here, I
one
feel.
of the things we like to ask ourselves is, what is this place? And even with a more abstract palette like
Very beautiful.
the Essence ship, it's worth asking that question because we can leverage spatial archetypes that just kind of like naturally resonate with people. So like here we have, in this map, we have sort of these dueling huts.
Yeah, the dueling
Dueling
huts.
ziggurats, and inside of them is this artifact or shrine. So maybe this is like maybe this part of the ship is a collection of mysterious artifacts that the witness has collected. And so we lean on those things to give a little bit of
Skybox is
rhyme and
also
reason to a
stunning
space
too.
that otherwise is completely abstract. And that is also really useful for us in terms of we can make any kind of space we want. Like, we're not limited by architectural constraints, but you know, it can be tough sometimes to orient players in the map when you don't.
Wow,
have
this is a long sight line here with the
doors
staircase
or,
going up.
You know,
That's going to be a place
TVs
to
or
not want to
any
play
sort
if
of
you're.
human scale architectural pieces that.
Yeah, you don't want to be running
included
upstairs.
in. So.
That's a sniping spot right there.
It's also too is I remember we were talking a little bit before the show, Rob, even about what it was like from a design standpoint and bringing in external testers to try these maps out for the first time. Can you tell us a little bit about that
Wow.
experience, kind of as you, I think, phrased it?
Okay,
discovering your
that
own
is
blind
beautiful.
spots?
Little
Yeah,
big
well, we've done
flower
this before
petal.
for years, really, and
Yeah.
we did it again here, and it was, I think, really successful because, it was 2
Lollipop,
days.
this is
They
kinda
ran
like
through
your
these
map.
maps
This
when
is-
they were
this
still in
is, like,
development. They
very
weren't too far
organic
enough along
and
where we couldn't make some pivots that we
garden-like.
needed to.
Yeah.
And they found a lot of stuff. I mean, for this map, for example,
Oh,
we thought it was
Traveler,
in a
wow.
pretty good place.
Yeah.
And a lot of things were called out. They didn't pull any punches. They were honest and clear and constructive with the feedback. And it
Yeah.
wasn't super easy to hear it all, but
Sure.
when the team listened to it and we took tons of notes, and it was also about, they gave feedback on our sandbox as well.
Yeah.
But lots and lots of map feedback. It was
Yeah,
incredibly useful.
Ellie. PvP map
And,
for Root of Nightmares is
Just another
wonderful.
lesson in what we don't see.
Yeah.
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 And it's so valuable to do that. And I can't say who they were, but they're very well-known community players.
Maybe some folks in chat, who knows? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
but,
day-
we
one
really
day I hope I
were
get invited
careful
out for one
about
of those
who we
playtest
brought in
runs. I would
because we
love to
wanted
do
people
that.
That would be very pragmatic. They weren't interested in their own, YouTube monetization strategy or how they particularly make content. They wanted the game to be in a great place. They wanted PvP to be in a great
care.
place for the community and for
Yeah,
Destiny.
they care,
Right?
which is good.
And they were
We need
carefully
more people
selected
like
way,
that.
and great communicators who could
People who
articulate
care
the
about
feedback,
Destiny
that
2,
could
not
really
those
speak to what they were
stupid
experiencing and
negative
and what
nannies
we
out
could
there.
do to fix what they were experiencing.
Yeah.
And I'd like Cooley can probably say what he thinks about it too. But
Yeah.
I was just blown away by
Yeah.
how valuable that was, and
Wow.
we definitely want to keep doing that.
Certainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cooley, can you tell us a little bit more about that experience on your side as well?
Yeah, I
Totally.
definitely want to
it's
run
so
around this
fun
map and
to-
explore.
like,
I'm going to
those
have
are
to do
some of
more
my
studying.
favorite moments when we can get a bunch of super fans from the community. in
Hey,
and
Jack, how you
show
doing, brother?
them work in progress stuff, and they can actually give us real actionable feedback that we take back
Yeah,
to the
real,
back to our desks
honest,
and
true,
talk
genuine
about it,
feedback
and
is the best feedback.
We discuss how can we.
It
sort of
comes
take
from
their
a
feedback
good
and move
place.
forward. And this content is for them. And
Yeah.
What do I think of these maps? I absolutely love all of
we
them.
need their approval. Like we absolutely
Love them
that's
all.
That's our.
They did
that's
a,
our
they,
mark,
they,
that's
they
our-
did
our
a
goal
spectacular
is
job
to,
of designing every
create
single
content
map
that they're gonna love playing and that
with
they're
that
excited to
with
play, and that
pristine
their
detail.
Communities are gonna get excited to play and
Care. You can tell they
sort of
care
learn
about
together and
these maps
build
they've
strategies
designed.
for. That's the funnest part of the job.
Yeah. I mean, also, Cooley, on your side in general, what are you most excited for?
And
for
as
players
someone
to
who loves
experience once this
PvP,
gets
I
out
just
into the
love
world
well-designed
with its
maps. Well-designed maps are
I'm
just
excited to see these maps rotate
truly-
into trials. I'm excited for
truly great.
players
Yeah.
to have a totally new
what
trials
Cooley just said.
experience that,
I cannot wait for
is
these to
gonna
rotate
be,
into trials. It'll be fun.
Sort of an experience of discovery of these new spaces and new strategies, and for players to also, the meta isn't really formed yet. I mean, like we sort of know how the map plays, but it's always a fun surprise to see in the wild just how the map ends up sorting out and what people end up doing, and we're really looking forward to just watching what happens.
California has good air
I mean,
quality
I
for
count
once.
myself among
That's good
the
to
many
hear.
that are excited to go ahead and dive on in, having more playgrounds
wow,
to go
look
ahead
at
and dive
this.
on in on
The
trials,
final
no matter what
shape.
the case is, to maybe try and go ahead and actually get some more competitive rank.
Was that a
Cooley,
sphinx-
thank you so
a
much for taking
sphincter
the time to
door?
walk us through these today. We
I
really
think it
appreciate
was.
Anytime, my pleasure.
Excellent. And all right, well,
I'll
we'll go
never
ahead and
play
use that as a
PvP
moment
on
to
this map, but I
conclude
want to see it.
the
Yeah,
quick
it's
tour
it just
as well
looks
of the PvP maps. We got a quick question from chat from
very,
Jacob
very,
Soar
very
asking about are we going to get a playlist
well
or mode?
designed.
It'll be just these new maps during Into the Light, and the answer is yes. When they launch on May 7th, we'll have a 3v3 playlist to go ahead and talk just about these items.
okay. So May 7th is
I'd
when
rather
these
let you play
drop.
just those maps. Rather, we're talking about them today. They're all going to be playing them very shortly.
Okay, so
all
just a month
well,
away.
That so far wraps up the first 2 segments of our show. But we've got, as I mentioned at the top, a few more announcements for you as well. So you
Pantheon,
may have
right?
mentioned the word Pantheon. In
Yep.
the Twid
How
last
did I
week,
know?
or even on the show here last week.
So back to
potentially as
PvE
well.
stuff.
We have got a brand new raid boss gauntlet rather starting
raid
on
boss
April
gauntlet?
30th. Now there will be more information about this in an upcoming Twid. You'll have
Ooh.
more details to dig into shortly.
Raid
but
boss gauntlet.
You will have the Pantheon coming up, where you'll have an opportunity to face grueling raid bosses in a weekly challenge with escalating difficulties and rewards. Now, this is a chance for you to go ahead and rally your clan or the perfect fire team with Fire Team Finder, if you're able to track them down, to go ahead and track down those exotics, adept weapons, any emblems you may not have gotten your hands on. But
This sounds
we have more
exciting.
details for that in the coming weeks. Keep an eye
Oh
on
my
the Twid,
gosh,
Cosmo,
they are
community
cooking
team.
right
Thank you for
now.
your hard work putting that together.
Pantheon sounds great.
2, when you dive on in on April 9th, actually rather before we get there, I'm sorry, we will have the opportunity to also, you'll have the opportunity to get a title through your course of Into the Light as well. So if you dive on in, go ahead and unlock all the triumphs associated with the seal, you'll be able to march into the final shape with a brand new title, Brave, as well. So make sure
Ooh,
go ahead and get
Brave.
those
Okay, new
big
title.
challenges bit offs, that way you can handle them as early as you possibly can and let the witness know that you're on the way.
Ooh, let's
and
try
we
that.
have 3 really, really cool things hitting on April 9th when Into the Light launches. The first one is, if you're a new player, you got a buddy who's just jumping into the game for the first time, and you'd rather not hang out with Shahan and the Cosmodrome, then you have an opportunity to go ahead and just join the front lines. You can skip the New Light campaign.
Wow.
Give Shahan maybe a high five on the way out. Ask him for a weekly bounty when you're
That's
back later.
so
but
good.
you have
You
a
can
chance to go
skip
ahead
the
and
New
meet
Light
up with your friends,
campaign.
head to the Hall of Champions, grab the Gift of the Thunder Lords if you so choose, and get ready for battle alongside them.
That's
so you'll be able to go ahead
awesome.
and grab some of these New Light kits as well,
Wow.
depending on what your subclass of choice is out of the gate. But your barriers to dive in with your friends have never been lower. There'll be a chance to go ahead and dive on into everything.
This
you're
is
seeing with
amazing
Light
for the
here.
New Lights now.
Also, we have a couple more things. We have
Wow.
some questions in chat.
That's
about
actually
this
a
as
huge
well,
W.
from Itzepsky and Atlas
That's a
Live
huge
TV.
dub.
But on 4.9, you'll have the opportunity to also change the way your character looks. So
What?
you'll be able to go ahead and change your hair if you didn't like your haircut.
Let's
If you wanna
go.
ahead and
We
change
can
your
go
face
back and
paint,
modify.
You want to go ahead and risk it to be one of those guardians who goes helmetless in the tower. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough, but I know many of you are. Your chance will be arriving very soon with Into the Light.
Let's go. We
And
can
There will
modify.
also be an opportunity to change your name. So Guardian 4681 out there. With the launch of Into the Light, we're also
can
going to give
change
you
your
one
name
more
now,
name
too?
change token. If you already have yours sitting around, I believe you have 2, but our friends
You
in
just leveled
GTS
up
will be
your
able to finish
friend.
that question for
Now
you,
your
but
friend can
you'll have
skip
that
it.
chance as
Well, technically you
once
can't
Into
now,
the Light
but
launches.
if you're a totally brand new
Now,
Light, oh my
there's a
gosh, you can
lot,
just
but we
skip
also
the
have
New Light
one
campaign.
more
That's so
thing for
great.
all of you.
That's a massive dub.
Next week, we're going to be joining you again for a
Massive,
special
massive
developer
dub.
preview of some gameplay for Destiny 2: The Final Shape. It'll be here, wherever you're watching live. You'll be able
What,
to go ahead and watch
another
it
one?
on April 9th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific.
Okay,
Where you'll get a chance to basically, again, get a look behind the scenes. The developers have been hard at work for some cool stuff that you were definitely not going to
I have to watch this next week too. We have to watch this Final Shape
So there'll be
preview.
another emblem, which you can see here live on the screen, that'll be available after about 15 minutes of view time. If
Okay,
you haven't
not
gone
bad.
ahead and also unlocked the emblems that you got as a result of this show, or that we're having available during the Into the Light streams, then you have a chance to go ahead and spend some more time unlocking those
Yay!
as well.
I unlocked my my Echo Diamond on
that does it.
Twitch.
For
Folks,
starters,
make
to
sure
all
you
you
claim
Guardians out
your
there in
Into the
chat, Thank you
drops.
so much for taking the time to join us. We're thrilled about what we've been able to
Make
show
sure you
off and
claim your
thrilled about what the
drops,
team's working
folks.
on
I got
for
both of them
Light.
now.
So thank you for taking
Got
the time
both
to join
the-
us.
those Hell
Chat,
Deer
we
and
see you
Echo
out there
Diamond.
having a good time. So thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today. Also, it goes without saying, but we'll go ahead and do so anyway, to the incredible team here at Bungie, building Into the Light, making all
Massive
of this.
dub.
The teams that you guys have been kind enough to represent. Thank you all so much for all of your hard work. We're nothing without
Massive,
the entire
massive dub right
teams that we
here.
have here. Teams are obviously greater than heroes, and we're firm believers in
Short,
that. You're all
but
great
absolutely
examples,
sweet.
of
This
that whole
was-
scenario. To our play testers as well that have helped us bring this show to life, to Ashley, Peyton, and Michael here behind the scenes. Thank
Absolutely-
you so much for showing off. some
Absolutely
cool new
amazing
content, and of course,
announcements.
all of our guests.
That
To
New
Tom,
Light announcement
to
was
Rob,
actually
to Cooley,
insane.
To Willie, to Noah, to Kelsey. I'm not forgetting anyone, am I?
That's
To Chris,
that's so
thank you.
much
To the
more
one and only Mr.
incentive
Chris
now to
Proctor as
bring
well.
more players into the
Thank you all
game.
for joining us.
Being able to skip that new light campaign and go straight into the action now is going to
so
be
we're gonna keep the
awesome.
stream here live until about 11:30, I believe, so you can go ahead and get a little bit more time racking up the
Yes,
last bits of those
Lollipop,
emblems.
same.
But in the meantime, that's it for all of us here at Bungie. Oh,
Same.
also, I'm sorry to the team
Gegman,
of producers
the
here,
homie.
everyone here that makes this show
Still at
possible.
67.5.
They have the challenge of making me look good on
Hopefully you get it,
camera,
man. Hopefully
so
you get it.
obviously their work is cut out for them. Thank you all so much for helping bring this
But
show
yes,
to life.
Pantheon, I'm looking forward
And
to the
now,
raid boss
finally,
thing.
we're going to go ahead and sign off. And reminder, Into the Light launches next week. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
Man, what an actual live stream. What a live stream that was. Imagine if I came into this game now knowing this announcement. My life would have been so much easier, but you know what? I'm very grateful that I came in at the time I did, because I feel like I learned so much. And yes, exactly, Gegman, that's a huge point you brought up. Massive point you brought up there. So, for those who want to make new characters, that is huge, because now you can easily expedite the process. You don't have to go through the whole new light ordeal like I am having to do right now with the Warlock class, right? Having to unlock the solar and everything. So if anything, in hindsight, maybe my decision to not make a new Warlock class was probably for the better, because if I'd waited long enough, I could have easily just skipped out. I could have skipped out on the whole new light process and just went straight into the solar build or straight into the arc build. That would have made my life so much easier. But nevertheless, that is still very much a massive W. Bungie coming through, really cooking. They're basically saying, look, we want y'all to play this game because Final Shape is gonna be huge, and we want new lights to just jump right in and get prepared. This is gonna be another one. It's gonna be massive. The homie, is that my man Soul? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you, man. Were you here the entire time? You missed out on some really juicy stuff, man. This is a great opportunity for you if you want to play. Man, Soul, I'm telling you, brother. I feel like you would love this game, Soul, because we're both Star Wars nerds. We're both sci-fi nerds. I feel like you would love this game, man. And now is a great time to just announce some really great things for new players. You can bypass the whole like new player experience. You can just jump right into the swing of things. You can create your character, pick a class, and you go right into the action. And that is true, Gramps. That is very true. I can definitely delete a character and start over. Very true. At this point, I've already invested into Warlock as far as the stasis lock, so I wouldn't go back on that. Maybe Titan, since I hate it so much, but who knows. For now, though, I'm just glad that new players finally have an opportunity to skip out on that new light. You know? Exactly, Jay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now you can literally just bring in any new player you want. And it feels good to do that, because now you don't have to worry about the stress of, oh man, I have to wait for my new player, my new friend to come through and do the campaign, and then once the campaign's done, then we can play the game. It's like, no, now you can just bypass that whole campaign. And the great thing is you have a choice. You can still opt in and do the new light campaign, or you can just let me go back. Let me go back and check this out. I want to make sure that we have, yeah, so right here, so you can customize your character. And then where did they mention it? Was it around this point? It was prior to the right here.
Also, we have a couple more things.
Everyone gets love. Yeah, of course. Y'all know I'm just joking. I don't hate anything. I don't hate Titans. I just crack jokes.
Have the opportunity to also change the way your character looks. So you'll be able to go ahead and change your hair.
But yeah, this is great. Being able to modify.
Change your face paint. If you want to go ahead and risk it to be one of those guardians who goes helmetless in the tower. I'm not sure if I'm
Yeah, here we go. So this right here is the selling point for me. So being able, so let me just read this in detail, because it says new light kits. Choose a new light kit for your Guardian. Each bundle contains campaign ready gear. So they've already given you gear to prepare you for what's to come. You get your abilities, and you get an exotic armor quest, which also further incentivizes the player to play, because you want to unlock that exotic right away. That is so cool, man. That is so great. This is massive. And this is Void Walker. It also gives you the recommendation for whether or not it's for a new player. So this is great. This is so cool. I love that. I really hope once I want to test this. Actually, I want to see just how different it feels to come into this. And I wonder if they've really optimized it to where when you jump into it, you really get a sense of like a description, a true description. Because what you're seeing here is a very brief one, but I wonder if they're going to give you a really good in-depth overview of what a Void Walker would do or something like that. So your friend quit yesterday, so I was like, I'll do the starter mission so you're set to play. Because you can't do PvP without doing the new light. Exactly, yeah, because you're locked into it. You have to go through the whole entire phase, do a trials, or not the trials. Yeah, I think a trials mission, a crucible match. You're going to do all these things. So I'm glad this is the case now. I'm really happy. And I'm just curious now as to what they're gonna do in terms of the descriptive aspects. Once you click on this, where does it take you next? Like what? Like, of course, you get your campaign ready gear and your subclass abilities, but it would be nice if they gave you like a visual, like how in Star Wars Jedi Survivor or in Fallen Order, where you click on an attack and it shows you the video on the right hand side of an attack being displayed, so you know what the attack is. It would be cool if that was the case. So I think they should have started Warlock with Arc, since it's so easy up front. So you know the area in Cosmodrome where you come out of the wall and the walker is? Yeah. That's like one of the very first things you encounter. Definitely remember that. He thought the game was just about doing quests like World of Warcraft. No. And that's the thing too, Jay, man. There's just so much depth to this game. And again, I hope they make it so that it's more engaging for the player. Because it isn't just doing quests. This Destiny 2 is literally a vast open space. You can do so many things. Marino, pleasure to see you. It would be nice, but I doubt it. Yeah, exactly. It's funny because a lot of other MMOs do have that feature. Lost Ark has that feature, as I just mentioned. Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor has that same feature. A lot of games, even games that precede the ones I've mentioned, have that type of feature in it. The Lost Sector off on the right, they added the ramps up to the entrance. After tons of warlocks could not make the jump up to the water tower. Interesting. That's an actually interesting take. The Lost Sector used to be part of the New Light starter stuff. Interesting take. Okay, I never actually came across that. That's actually quite interesting that you brought that one up. Okay, let me actually, okay, just ignore that. I'm gonna open up the game. Not Overwatch. I'm gonna jump into Destiny. Man, yeah, this is some great stuff. Really good stuff. That was to make it easier. That was where you got your first heavy, not out of the walker chest. Oh, yeah. I do remember that now, yeah. Yeah, very, very briefly, but I definitely have a slight remembrance of that one part lollipop for sure. But now you don't have to do it. Now you don't have to worry about that at all, because you can bypass all of that stuff and just jump into the game with whatever class you want. Well, not whatever class, but at least you can choose between the Void Walker and the Dawnbreaker, as they mentioned, for Solar. And then I forgot what the Arc one was called, but have I been getting my STW bucks ready? STW Star Wars box? For which one? You mean for Star Wars Celebration Save the World box? Save the World box. Oh, Fortnite? No, I haven't touched Fortnite. In fact, I think I uninstalled it a long time ago. Ever since I've been playing Destiny, I haven't touched anything else. Oh my gosh, the Iron Banner is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Iron Banner has returned, and it's time for me to farm. Crucible rank points, nice, doubled. Oh, let's go. Y'all already know I'm jumping into Iron Banner. Let's go, boys. There it is. Lord Saladin, the reset has arrived. Oh, I'm jumping in. Yeah, Soul, I have not touched Fortnite, brother. I have not touched it in a hot minute, man. I've been playing nothing but Destiny 2 all day, every day. It's been my go-to for the longest time. And I can't say I'm disappointed, man. May is soon. Oh yeah, for May the 4th. For the Star Wars. I don't think I'll be going back, brother. I'll be playing nothing but Destiny 2 from here on out. And then of course Marvel. As you know, Marvel Rivals will be playing that. Have I visited Luna's grave on the moon? I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
It's time to draw, Hunter.
Oh my gosh, it's been a while. I haven't been on this in a minute. Holy poop. Okay, where is the ornament for the... Where's the wolf cloak? I want the wolf cloak, man. Iron Banana, run by Lord Salad's Bowl. Ooh, man. I have a feeling though that if May comes around, we may see some Star Wars here in Destiny, that's for sure. Oh, of course, Destiny being Destiny, lagging out here and there. Alex, good to see you. I'm assuming you'll be doing that, Soul. You'll be jumping into forts. Not a bad mask here. Alright, focus decoding. What do we have here? Urim's Claw, Bite of the Fox, Swarm of the Raven, Pressured, Point of the Stag. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute since I've seen this. Guiding Sight. Ooh. Okay. Lethal Abundance. Oh man, I haven't touched it in a long time. Multi-Mach CCX. So I gotta farm for this. We're gonna be farming for Multi-Mach and Tusk of the Boar. Did I see the stream? Yeah, you just came in when I just stopped. We were watching it all together. Massive dub. Massive dub. Very excited for what's to come. Legacy gear. Let's see this. Yeah, I'm very excited. Dark Decider, Roar the Bear, Allied Demands, The Hero's Burden, Frontier's Cry. Oh, this has got to be my gun right here. Frontier's Cry, my goodness. Peace Bond. Okay, what do we have here? Mantle of... Ooh, this is not a bad one. Yeah, the PvP maps looked brilliant. Brilliant, I'll have to say. Very well done. Oh, this mask is nice too. I love that. Okay, not a bad one. Where's the wolf cloak that I was looking for? Oh, this is nice too. I like this one. Can we do a stacked lobby? I'm gonna run some solo for a minute. But it is a pretty late time for me, so I don't typically do this stream normally on this time zone. Tomorrow though, for sure. Tomorrow we're gonna do a full day of Iron Banner. For now, I'm just gonna run some solos just to get a feel for what it's like. But yeah, for sure tomorrow we're running some We're in some banners together.
Your light will guide you home. Trust in it.
So, got in with the question, what is Pantheon? Got out with the question, what is Pantheon? I know, right? Didn't give us any indicator of what the Pantheon was at all. They just said, hey guys, look forward to Pantheon next week. Next week comes. Hey folks, look for the Pantheon again next week. Like, all right, well, thanks. So Gambit. Okay. Yeah, I definitely Iron Band is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. Speaking of fun time, folks, don't be afraid to start stacking your bounties, because I'm already hoarding my bounties for the final shape. As you can see, I'm already on my way, getting my full stack, ready for that battle pass to just be completely ironed out. Here we go, Iron Banner 6v6. Alright, let's run this. So tribute. Collect crests from defeated opponents. Bank crests at the beacons to score. Okay, so this is like supremacy. And today, speaking of supremacy or building, I've got some arc builds now. So I've got one PvE build that I'm currently working on. You're gonna be eepy. What's that, Soul? What's that mean, brother? You mean sleepy or? So yeah, this right here is my PvE build. Oh yeah, dude. I'm surprised you're still up, Soul. Oh, EP's an emote? Okay, I gotta add that. Is that 7TV? I'll add it after the stream. Remind me about that, by the way. Also, the heck? I swore I modded you. Did you change your name? I swore I modded you before. I know you're a mod before. Pharaoh Ghoul, good time zone to you, my brother. Good to see you. Pleasure. So yeah, right here, I've got two arc builds. So currently, I was just, again, build crafting on off stream, of course. And so I've got two arc builds. Show the Echo Diamond emblem, please. Yeah, absolutely. I will do that. So we've got the Lucky Raspberry build. This is PvE, and I've got my Moth Keepers build for PvP. So for PvP, I'm gonna run this. And then we've got my solar builds for PvE. Then I got my solar PvP build, Knucklehead Radar, never changing that. And I got my little strand in the corner. But yeah, let's go peep this special rewards. Did they say where it was gonna be? Where was it again? Do you know where you I think it's in collections, right? Yeah, I swear I modded you though, Soul. I know you're like one of the first peeps for me to mod. But I don't know. Let me just collect this. Alright, so I think it's in collections. It's in Flare, I believe, right? Shaders, account general, I believe. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is the Doe's Whole Deer one. This is a Doe's Whole Deer. Not too bad looking, it's alright. And then what was it called? Yeah, Witcher 3 here, you got Mass Effect here. Where is it? Maybe I have to reset? Countdown to Convergence. Oh, here, no, wait. Yeah, where is it? Am I just not seeing it? Should be here. Archived. Neon Mirage. I might have to reset then. But I did collect it. Definitely did claim it. It may take some time. Some of them take time to come in there. So it may very well be a timed type of vibe, because I did claim it on Twitch before I came onto the stream, so Yeah, it could just be a while. All right. Well, I mean, we can just wait for a minute. I think for the time being, though, I'm gonna try some trials. I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna test out this this arc build, my Moth Keeper's build. I was playing with it a little bit off stream, and it was having a lot of fun. I think I'm slowly coming back into my arc. You know, back in the day as a new light. My arc was really fun. But I think for now, I'm still a solar main at heart. Solar strand main at heart, but arc is definitely feeling good to me. And yeah, Soul. So since you like Star Killer, this build that I have is literally Star Killer. Except that the staff doesn't like burst into two, but it's essentially like playing Star Killer. I think you would love this build a lot. Because you just run around, you pop your super, and you're just like... You're just killing everything on sight. It's really fun. You can deflect bullets, deflect projectiles, and depending on the build you make, you can actually do massive damage by reflecting or deflecting projectiles back at players. I believe it's the Blight Ranger build, which I'm actually thinking of making, by the way. So basically what this does is attacks you redirect with your arc staff, deal massively increased damage, and generate orbs of power. And then guarding with your arc staff does not consume extra super energy, which is cool. So this is going to be a build that I think of for PvE, where I'm just basically deflecting ogre eyes, and that does, from what I read on the description, it's like 400% damage if you reflect, which is nutty. So if you equip Iron Banner gear, ornaments, and the emblem, you get more reputation. Say no more. Say no more, Maruno. Yep, Gramps just mentioned it too. Yeah, Maruno just reminded me of the same thing. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into my dim, and I'm gonna take out, do I have Lethal Abundance? I think I still do. And never got rid of this gun. Yep, still got him. So for this one, I'm gonna bring out the classic, the Lethal Abundance. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but we brought him out. I haven't touched this gun in a long time, so let's put away. What do I not use here? I guess False Promises for... Actually, you know what? Sturm can go away. No, you know what? Let's put away Sanuna for a minute. And let's play with Lethal Abundance, but I want to upgrade it to 1800 just so we have a nice solid number to work with. Okay, so do we want this? Adagio, Dynamic Sway. Randy's Throwing Knife is actually... Yeah, this is a good one that I have. What is not a good 1800 I don't need? Okay, I'll take this. I'll just take Glizzy out for now. Oof, what a design too. There you go. It's more of a PvE role, but I'm gonna run with it anyway. Your wife wants your attention to watch a cooking show? Hey, no worries, Gramps. It's all good. No problem. Take care of yourself, Gramps. Again, I know this isn't a time zone that's really usual. But, yes, here we go. Wow, 18... Oh, we really dropped down, huh? Oh, I see. So it dropped down because of Iron Banner, gotcha. So I usually use the ornaments. I usually use the ornaments on legendary and for legendary gear and an Iron Banner heavy. The max hack is 5 items. Okay. I don't know if I played a lot of it before to have them, so remember only getting lethal abundance and I think a couple, but I can't remember exactly. So requires crests for defeated opponents. Okay. And as you can see, I'm trying out a new build with Blink. Okay, I have no idea how to play this map. Well, the map is fine, but how do I play this actual mode? I gotta get used to. Okay, let's peep how we play here. Blink Hunter gives me D1 PTSD. Was it really that bad back then? Yeah, I'm testing out Blink right now. Something I'm gonna get used to for sure. Oh, why'd you do that to me? My teammate blocked me with the ice, man! Why would you do that? That slowed me down so much. Okay, so we just need crests, right? Okay, so we gotta find the totem pole and start collecting. Uh-oh. Nice.
Keep pushing.
Okay, so you don't keep the crest then. Okay, so just like Supremacy then, you just, when you die, you just, that's it. Yeah, Soul, man, I think you would love this game, brother. I feel like you would just totally love this game. This game would be right up your alley, I feel, man. Oh, okay. And I haven't played with this gun in so long. Another trade. Another bounty done too. Perfect. That's just going right back to my hoarding spot. So I need to get more caches then. Okay. So just keep collecting them. Is it team based, I guess? Or does it depend on whether I have one myself? Imagine if it's... Aww. That was a good ice wall there. So yeah, I guess I just don't... Yeah, I don't obtain anything.
Now you were the wolf. Finish the hunt.
Okay. So finish the hunt. So what do we... Okay, so what is this now? Do we just like... install? Okay. Okay, so it's a shared capsule or shared totem? Totem. Totem? Totem. I don't know what I was thinking there. Oh. Oof. Okay, so you have the arc there. So Soul, if you're here, you see that? You see what that guy was doing earlier? He was just basically like, he transformed and he had the arc staff. It's like Star Killer, dude.
Sound tactics so far.
Literally just like Star Killer. Just going around the map and just completely destroying souls.
You've lost the lead.
Nice. Oh my gosh, so many people. Okay, so we lost the lead there. This is a tough one. Oh, oh, my teammates blocked me there. But yeah, dude, I highly recommend. Now would be a great time to come back in the game of Destiny because, as I mentioned earlier, they're now making it super easy for new players to jump in the game and bypass all the quest lines to do what typical new players would or are supposed to do.
Shut them down.
Uh-oh, someone's coming with a super here. Gotta be careful. Into deposit. Okay, so it's only one at a time, but I guess the more you collect, just like supremacy, the better. So once the super pops, dude, I'm gonna show you the super. You're gonna definitely get the Star Killer vibes. Watch. Here we go. Watch this, dude. Flipping, zooming. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, dude, I could have shown you so much better. But basically, like the idea is you pop super. And you just zoom in. You're just running through like Star Killer, and you're just flipping over people, deflecting bullets, and you're just going ham. I collect those.
That shut them down.
Oof, I blinked out of there fast. Almost got zapped. Bro said he stopped playing shooters. Only specific ones. Only specific ones. Destiny 2 has really just brought me back to life, man. I think it was just the games I was playing that just didn't excite me anymore. But in terms of like... I guess it was just the games that just didn't spark my attention. Yeah, this is definitely chaos. This is chaotic for sure. I'm feeling the chaos already.
Victory is within your grasp. Fight.
Man, this blinking is super fun. Holy, I love the blinking. I actually like the blinking more than the triple jumping. Not gonna lie.
Stay up.
Someone camping here?
Guardian,
This is a looter shooter though. Yeah, that is true. It is more of a looter shooter than it is an actual shooter.
Good counter. Now
Got
hit
him.
them again.
Ooh! All these golden balls I just collected. My crests are full. Oh, please let me give me a chance. Oh, let's go. We won. Oh my gosh. That was actually clutch there. Give me them balls. That was actually kind of sick. Ellie's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. News on Arc Hunter? Full circle? Will he ever play Void? Will I ever join the Void Army? Hey, no worries, Soul. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being up so late. It's like 4 in the morning for you. I know. It's hecka late for you, man. But thank you for sticking around, brother. Appreciate you. Bite of the Fox. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. But you're welcome here anytime, man. You're welcome here anytime. Soul, you are the homie, brother, forever. Appreciate you. I guess it's just the blinking and the lightning fast play style of Arc that just kind of brought me back. So like, it still gives me the defense because I can use the melee defensively. I don't have to like use it aggressively. Moth Keepers allows me to play both offense and defense depending on the situation. It works well with Arc. And then plus with Arc, I love the fact that I can just get a massive boost to resilience and recovery mobility, making it easier to actually build into my character. It's like Spark of Haste is really good. And then this whole build is all about blinding people with, so of course, beacons. This works well with any special weapons like EX Dearest. Then I've got Amplified, Orb of Power. I'm just getting constant orbs with this, and then defeating blinded targets with precision damage gives more blinding, so this works well with things like I can run with Centrifuge and oh, let me get a sidearm real quick because I can't run double AR. I'd be crazy to do that. I'll run Empirical. Yeah, we'll do Empirical here. Oh, but then I have to equip, oh no, sorry, I have to equip an actual AR. Is there an actual sidearm that's from this particular mode that I don't know, that I'm not aware of? Speaking of which, you know what? I'm gonna try this. Try Indebted here. Because I didn't really play much of the first Iron Banner. I mean, I played it, but not enough. Stasis one? What's the name of it? Because maybe I have it. I just probably threw it into my dim because at the time of me playing I was completely new. Because when I came in, it was literally the Iron Banner when I saw it. Wait until he finds out the power of Void Hunters. Jay, you and Ellie are best friends. You just mentioned Void Hunters. Ellie, say hello to Jay. Y'all can talk Void in the chat. Because I know Ellie's been on that Void Hunter grind forever. You mean everything though? Yeah, I think for me my personal go-to, as I mentioned earlier, is Solar. Solar's number 1, Strand number 2, and then Arc I gotta say is like top 3 now. Arc is just so fun to play. I forgot how fun it is after like just build crafting earlier this evening. Okay, this is not good. Everyone running down the same hallway, not good news. Oh, I tried to jump out of there. I tried to jump for sure. But yeah, this is why I like to have like Solar and then Strand and now Arc, because now I have different ways to play the game. Oh, that's not good. Not good. Okay, I had to melee there. I had to try it out. Now I'm amplified. I'm boosted. I'm boosted. Another reason why I love Arc again. I forgot that these boosted legs are just nutty. And a Spark of Haste, I'm just going nuts. Catch me if you can. Like, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I'm speed boosted. I'm collecting my taxes and I'm out. It's actually good for this mode too. Gotta show all classes love. Yeah, you're not wrong though. I you know, I always troll on the stream, but y'all know me. I do appreciate everybody. I want everyone to have fun here. So, oh, of course, the timing is. Oh, that's the worst feeling in the world, dude. I had all those crests and it literally just panned out. That's the worst feeling. I got like the best kill there and it runs out. That's so disheartening. Doing all that work only for yourself to get killed afterward. Oh. So I gotta try and land my Mothkeeper nades better. Because I want to blind people. But y'all know me, man. I don't think I'm ever really bored. I'll never get bored of Hunter. Hunter is a class I'll never get bored of. But I like to keep things fresh in terms of like my build crafting though. So now I have the option of going to between Arc or Solar or Strand now. But I'll probably be playing Strand more in PvE though. Strand I'll likely stick to PvE because the build that I have is primarily for PvE. But I think Solar and Arc will be my two PvP swaps. Oh. So I guess, is this the only map we play on? Is it only just one map? I thought it was like a multitude of things, kind of like Supremacy. Ooh. Alright, this blinking is kind of dope, because it really fakes people out. If I master how to blink better, this is going to be a fun little build I have. Like blinking left and right is going to be sick. I just got to learn the angle at which I... Oh my gosh. All of them are right there. Oh my goodness. This map is just very red, so it's hard for me to see everything.
The hunt is on.
Okay, so the hunt...
5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far.
Oh, I got a kill there. Nice. Okay, so Undead got a kill with the nano rockets, I guess. Cool. So I might have to try out... I gotta try out more, Ooh, okay, this blink combo is nutty. This blink stuff is cool. But yeah, as I was saying, I think Indebted works well with this build because I can literally just get blinding explosions
Return to the fight.
because of the perk that I'm running. Deposit, mine, revoked. Ooh, give me all those crests. Let me deposit that. Ooh, perfect. But Jay, now that you're here, so you said give all classes love, which I appreciate. But what do you typically like to run? Like, what's your go-to? Like, if you had a day where you just had to go and say, you know what, this is my day to run this, what would you do? Like, what's your go-to? Warlock? Okay, so we got the Warlock main in chat. All right.
3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them.
Okay, so I gotta practice my arc staff, man.
Good counter. Now hit them again.
Ooh, so that solar stuff just completely destroyed me. But I do love the blend of playing both offensively and defensively with this build. It gives me the chance to play flexibly, or flex. It gives me versatility. There you go. Easier word for my brain. Flexibility, or versatility rather. So I can play both offense and defense if I want to. That's so cool. I can blink behind you. Oh, dude. All right, this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Just like Mickey D's. I'm loving it. Whoa, what was that? Hello, NVIDIA? Did you guys see that, by the way? Ooh! I found some gold. Time to deposit that gold. That gold is deposited. I'm out.
They hear the howls and no fear.
I normally like being a Sherpa though, or a teacher, or carrying people, and Warlock is the best to do that on for me because I can heal them. So you and Ellie are best friends then. You and Ellie are literally best friends because Ellie is our notable Sherpa. Ellie loves to Sherpa. Ellie is my go-to. Like almost every time I do a raid or a dungeon, I always prioritize Ellie. Ellie is like the slot in for raids and dungeons on the community, or in the community rather. Ellie does such a spectacular job of Sherping. I am not taking that golden gun. No way. I'm not a victim.
Let the wolves rest. The hunt is over.
Man, I forgot how good this gun is.
You are victorious.
Lethal Abundance is actually kind of cooking. Great AR. Okay, not bad. I'll need to join a raid sometime or dungeon. Yeah, for sure. We do weekly dungeon raids every Wednesday, Japan time. So that would be Tuesday for y'all in the Western world. Speak with Hawthorne. Oh, let's go. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join the raid dungeons, and then every Friday, which is Thursday for y'all, I usually do like an open day where I just do dares, and I guess in this case, since this week is Iron Banner, this Friday we'll be doing Iron Banners together, all that stuff. Yeah, Ellie, I'm actually loving the steadiness. Really steady. I mean, stability is kind of lacking on this one, but it's actually very nice for a high impact frame. Not bad. Like hatchling's pretty good. This is more PvE, I would say, just because of the actual perks that I have. But this is not bad. I mean, I get pretty good handling with the arc stability. I could actually masterwork this to get it to about 40. An arrowhead's not too bad, but yeah, this is decent. For PvE, I love orbs and slice. Ooh, slice would be very, very nice to sever targets, reducing the damage that enemies do to you. I love hatchling. Hatchling is one that I would say is I'm falling more in love with hatchling nowadays. But I will agree with you. Orbs is definitely a big one for me, I have to say. Orbs are nice. All right, so y'all mentioned y'all mentioned a sidearm that was stasis, and that was part of the Iron Banner. Is yesteryear a part of that, or is that just part of Gambit? Because I don't think I have brass attacks. I don't think that's it either. And then as far as ornaments, I don't even think I have any. Because I may have deleted all of my ornaments, or not. Or yeah, I may have deleted all of my. Or wait, no, I think I still have the ornaments because I may have already unlocked the armor itself.
Iron Banner.
So how to access IB? Is there a light requirement? I like Orb Gen to make more special ammo for Bloodline. No, I love that too, Ellie. Yeah, absolutely. Orb Gen is always nice. For sure, 100% agree on that. Okay. So how to access Iron Banner? Is there a light requirement? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think you have to go through the new light quest from what I recall. And I think you have to do a few of the Crucible matches to get access to it. From what I remember. It's quite a while, but it is worth it though. I tried to blind them there. But yeah, I guess what Ellie said is also true. I just remember doing a new light quest for it, but it could very well be different now. He needs to feel this? Yeah, this is a really fun mode. I actually do like Iron Banner a lot. When I first played it, it was certainly very, very exciting to play. Nice strafing there. It's very chaotic. Definitely different from Supremacy, that's for sure. Supremacy I felt was fun. Okay, now where do I deposit? Oh dude, I fell in love with this. I love this. Oh, okay. The pain of a new light? Yeah. For me, I guess for me coming into it, I had no expectations, so my pain wasn't necessarily there. I was more in the state of elation. I was like, wow, this is actually kind of cool. Like this is a new vibe for me. I felt that vibe it was good. And even to this day, I still like when I played Warlock for the first time, going back to the new light quest, it just brought back that instant memory. It was just, you know, it was just a fun experience. Oh, that was very bad on my part. I don't even know why I ran in. There's an engagement there. I wanted to help the teammate out, but probably not the best call there. I'll be honest. Oh, we got a Tiku player. Let's go. I see a Tiku main up in here. I'm gonna test out more Indebted on this in my loadout now. If I can get a good roll on it, I'd be happier. Like if I can get a volt shot on it, I'd be really happy, but I'm content with this. Yeah, I want to really master this blinking. I'm loving the blink a lot.
Show them what that means.
I'm loving this blink. Oh, he's right in front of me. I thought it was my teammate. So this map I'm still very unfamiliar with, surprisingly enough. I've only played on it like a small handful of times. Not enough to really say I'm confident though. So how long does that blinding effect take? Like what's the duration on a Mothkeeper grenade, by the way? Does anybody know? Because I went on dim, it doesn't give you any specifics. It just says blinding, but doesn't give you the specific duration. But I'd like to know. That way I can actually engage and disengage if I need to.
Let the wolves rest. The hunt is over. You cut their momentum. Keep pushing.
Okay, I'm gonna actually run around here.
I'm calling it. 10 seconds. Hard fought, but no victory today.
That's fine. So can they, I guess they can steal, oh, forging iron? Complete iron banner matches while wearing at least one piece of armor. Each additional piece grants extra progress. Complete iron banner challenges. Interesting. I guess that's, yeah, see, that just goes to show you that I didn't play much of the New Light stuff, because that's actually a mission that a New Light has to play. You actually have to play into the, I think, into the forge or whatever, and that's what allows you to go into the iron banner from last time that I remember. So let me go there right now. Let me see what happens, because it says I'm 45%, so I have to keep on grinding this until I'm at 100. But damn, yeah, I'm having a blast with Ark, man. When's the last time I played Ark on stream? It must have been months back then. Now that it's April, it must have been way back in like January that I played Ark. Because once y'all gave me everything, I was like, I'm playing Strand all day, and that's what I did for the longest time. I was all into Strand for like at least a month, or maybe a month or more, and I'm still into Strand now. But I think Ark was happening for a while. I was living the Ark life back then. But yeah, I tried Stasis again on Hunter and just wasn't feeling it as much as I felt it on Warlock. The difference is night and day, man. When I play Stasis Lock, I feel like I'm actually in control of ice. I feel like I'm actually an ice master. What is it called again? Not Necromancer's the death, the one that controls the dead. Pyromancer's fire. Which one's ice? It's not Ice Mancer. That seems too simple. Yeah, Captain Cold. Yeah, literally Captain Cold. That's it. Yeah, Cryomancer. Thank you. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I always loved the Cryomancer builds. Those are just nutty. Cryomancer builds are just crazy fun. Just seeing everything freeze. All right, so what are we at now?
The Iron Banner has come.
Right, so we have one. So I'm gonna continue saving this so I can actually focus Because what do we need? Lethal. So it costs... Okay, so we actually have to unlock it first before... Okay, so therefore we have to play more to get it. Got it. Okay. So you can't touch it until you unlock it. And this requires more. Okay. That's fair. Okay, so I guess let's just keep playing until we unlock more. Let me go to whatchamacallit, Hawthorne really fast. Yeah, I think my top used when I played WoW. I think my top used for mage was Pyromancer, then Cryomancer. Those are like my top 2 used from what I remember. Way back in like high school. Wait, did Cryomancer even exist in WoW? I can't remember now. It's been so long. But usually in MMOs I do use Cryomancer and Pyromancer a lot. Old Sterling, speaking of old.
Are you judging me for selling out?
Old Sterls. Yo, Will! Good luck on the drops. I'll definitely be on Iron Banner a bunch this week. Had some fun with a buddy doing dungeon this past week. A lot of PvE this next week for sure too. Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just telling everybody after the live stream that I'm looking forward to playing a lot of stuff with y'all. Like, I'm really hyped and excited to play some some Onslaught. It's gonna be amazing. What does it say? Earn points in Iron Banner as either Stasis, Solar, or Strand subclass. Oh, okay. So earn points and okay, so you gotta definitely play more Solar. Okay, I got you. So in this case, I gotta swap off of Arc then. It's fine. So they're really encouraging you to swap off your builds. Cool beans then. I'll do that. I'll go Drang here then. Okay. I do like that they're trying to encourage you to play more other than... Okay, so you got Tribute and then regular control. Okay, so same boosts are the same. I like Tribute though. Tribute's kind of fun. I want to get used to it more. What is the Paladin class most closest to in D2? That's a good question. I don't know if there's anything that would really compare to Paladin in D2. Because I think Titan kind of has some of that element of Titan in, or Paladin in there. Like, it's kind of a mixture. I'd say if you're going as close as Paladin, I think maybe Titan would be as close to it as you possibly could. Oh, and thank you, William. And join the verses too for your stream notifications. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a very faith-driven guy, so you know, every day that's part of my routine. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely a mixture of Warlock and Titan. Yeah, for sure. If you want to see specific values for buffs, debuffs, and that stuff, Destiny Data Compendium. Yep, Marno. Yeah, actually, I was using it earlier today to kind of refresh my memory on a few things. Because while I was building my Arc stuff, I was looking for specific definitions of things. Because I'm like, oh yeah, what's disruption again? What does that do? And I was like, okay, I gotta go back to the compendium and research all that. So it definitely came in handy. It was very, very useful. Just to know what Arc can do again, because I haven't used Arc in so long. Yeah, Will, I appreciate that. Look forward to that every day. That's a daily thing for me. I also post daily stuff in Discord as well. Or, I wouldn't say daily, but I try my best to post as much as I can in the Find Faith section. So, it's always there for those who just need a little bit of a pickup. Not for everybody, of course, but again, for those who need a little bit of faith in their life. Solar Warlock or Void Titan are the closest to Paladin. Yeah, yeah. Like Jay said, it really is a combination of Warlock and Titan. It's hard to really pin down which of the two, but yeah, it is really a mixture. But this is why I kind of got tired of playing Warlock, and that's why I don't play Warlock this much in this game, is because I mained Warlock so much in so many other MMOs. And I know everyone tells me they're different, but just the Warlock archetype I've played so much already. Like Warlock / Mage, it's like I've almost always played that archetype. So it was either like playing like Warlock or playing a little bit of Hunter, but that was about it. Oh, I have my healing grenade on there. Let me put my solar grenade on here, actually. Okay. Yeah, the support role. Yeah, I typically ran more support role. I'd be in the back, pretty much, in the back lane. I'd be in the back lane, just kind of chilling out. Ooh, nice shot. Even Cauldron is tough for me. It's very close range centric. I'm more of like the mid-range guy. I love maps with a more spacious opening. Playing things that are really close, I have to practice more of. It's probably my weak point, I would say. Yeah. These maps like these I love to practice more because it's really a weak point of my playstyle. Because like I said, going back to playing Warlock in other games, I'm usually very, very proficient at playing from far range, but close range, just like any Warlock, right? We want to be away from everybody. Just the moment you push a Warlock, it's like, uh-oh, help? Hello? It was just a knife fight there for some reason. Stabby, stabby. Solar Titan with strongholds and the Titan Sword. Solar burns away the corruption and the Titan Sword heavy, or variation of Divine Smite. That's my idea of a plate paladin. Yeah, you're not wrong though. You're not wrong at all. That's definitely what a paladin would kind of be emphasized as. Which is why it's kind of hard to pin down, right?
The hunt is on.
And yeah, based on what you played today, Jay, I would certainly agree that you're more of the close range aggro play style. Whereas compared to me, I was playing more like I was trying to get a feel for a close range, but wasn't something I would say I'm particularly comfortable with. Whoa, I'm stuck. Oh, I got stuck in a corner. Give me 1 second. This music's gonna DMCA my channel. God, I can't have that on. Literally can't have that on. That music literally just ruins everything. Right, there we go. Okay. I was being noob in the beginning, and that's all good. I wasn't really paying much attention, to be honest. Usually I don't really pay much attention to that stuff. Like when I'm learning something, I don't really pay much attention to how the other person is playing. I'm more focused on my own improvement. He tried chasing me, I guess. Man, what a night and day difference. Like, such a difference between playing Arc and playing, such difference between playing Arc and playing Solar. It's actually insane. What a night and day difference. Ooh, I was popping off there. But yeah, Ace is my best hand cannon by far. Like, I feel like I'm right at home with Ace. Ace just speaks to my spirit. It's like my soul's calling. And yes, faith is very, very important for you. So glad to see intertwined with gaming. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is with me, like when it comes to my faith, I'm not somebody who I'd say, you know, I don't project it, or I don't try to make it seem like I'm converting anybody. I put it out there for, I mean, primarily for myself, because it's a good way to kind of motivate myself to you know, to turn the stream on and keep going. But at the same time, I do it to motivate others if they feel down, you know. And it's just a great way to kind of, it's a great pick me up. No, that was not good. I don't like Rose. No, I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's just I don't know. I guess I haven't really given it much of a chance. But based on what I played, I just can't really say it's been for me. Like I'm more keen on like Ace, Hawk Moon, Epochal. I don't know. There's something about the aesthetic of those guns that really stand out to me more. Because it's not just about the actual gun in the way that it's utilized, but it also comes down to the aesthetic.
The hunt is on.
The aesthetic to me, I think, is what... The aesthetic to me is what really brings out the best in, like, I don't know, like my confidence to gameplay. Something has to visually speak to me.
Make them earn it. Not this time.
Oof, they really went in. Yeah, Rose, I guess design-wise, Rose just doesn't really speak to me. But when I look at the likes of Ace, the reason why I love Ace is because the animation is so cool. I love that like Western style of flipping your gun out. Kind of like with Prophet too. Prophet is also a gun I love because of the animation where you flip the gun. Again, and the same can be said for Dead Man's Tale too. Like those type of guns are really fascinating to me. And then, what else? Yeah, I guess just the look of Rose doesn't turn me on. Sounds weird saying turn me on, but it just doesn't have that same pull. Versus say like when I look at Sturm, like Sturm is a really great design. I love that very like GoldenEye, James Bond type of vibe with Sturm. Drang is kind of the same thing. Like it just kind of gives off that really cool espionage feel. I get that feel with Rose, to be honest, like the revolver feel, like Dire Promise, hand cannon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it just has to speak to me in that manner. And for me, like my aesthetic has always been like a cybernetic ninja, like an espionage type of design. And so when I play with a gun, it has to match that aesthetic. So things like Sturm, for example, like, you know, Ace is nice. Mida's kind of sci-fi looking, you know. False Promises also. I love the design of False Promises. Dope looking. Empirical Evidence. Of course, you know, a gold tusk for the sword. Summoner is not too bad looking either. Yeah, a lot of different things. Even Suros Regime kind of has like a futuristic feel to it. But yeah, Prophet I love. Even Redback is kind of cool looking. Just very futuristic designs. I really gravitate towards more than anything. Like, I know Prophet is more like your old style Western, but the way that it looks is more like a futuristic Western in that sense, you know?
Iron Banner.
Where we are? I didn't see where we were. Pacifica? I may have to swap my weapons again. See. Yeah, it's more space-like, exactly. It's more space-like. Which is what I love the most. I love the space. Oh, this is definitely hand cannon territory. I'm gonna go Sturm Drang combo here. This is very hand cannon level. Fun fact about Rose and other lightweights as a hunter, it grants a passive 20 mobility stat bonus, which does reduce your dodge cooldown. So you can effectively run 80 mobility and have 100 mobility. That is definitely one reason why I think I run Redback as my sidearm. Because Redback provides that same utility because it's lightweight, right? Same with Mida. Alright, so yeah, I guess he had a heavy right there. Very good point though to bring up, William. Very strong point you brought up there. It is very much one of the reasons why I do like running Mida, because it gives me the chance to kind of play into that playstyle more.
Lost the lead.
Oof. I got surrounded. A lot of these players are playing super sweaty, man. I can just tell. Playing super sweaty. Yo, what's going on, Dio? You're up pretty late yourself, man. Like 4 in the morning for both of us. How you doing, by the way? Oh, I think I actually, I meleeed there, but I guess I didn't get him. Yeah, it's 4 AM for me now. It's 4:13. 3 PM for you, so that means you're on the East Coast then, yeah? Ooh, I almost had him there. Oh, you're from Canada? Oh, dude, same with me. Born and raised. Born and raised in Toronto. So we have another Canadian here. Nice. So that's myself, Jay, and now Beast Mode as well. Ain't no way you say Mississauga. Dude, no way. Brother, my best friend lives in Mississauga, and my dad lives in Brampton right now. That's crazy. Yeah, man, I actually, well, I grew up in East York, So that's more or less, you know, Danforth area in Toronto. Yeah, more or less Danforth, but then I moved to Scarborough. Scarborough was where I actually ended up before I moved, around Warden and Finch, so just around like Markham area.
Good counter. Now hit them again.
These guys are actually eating us up. So I guess I don't know, I guess our team isn't too familiar with how to play the mode, because I just see them killing things, but they're not depositing. Because we have so little crests. Which is surprising.
Five minutes remain.
So you were in Toronto, but it's too expensive. You're back with your great-grandmother? Yeah, I feel you. I think my mother is kind of... My mom and dad are having the same issue. Well, more so my mom, because she lives in Toronto. But, yeah, people are complaining about Toronto being very expensive. So, I definitely understand that. Oh, he's using centrifuge, okay. What middle school? Well, when I lived in Scarborough, way back in the day, I went to Gordon A. Brown Middle School. That was the middle school I went to, Gordon A. Brown. And then I moved to Pickering. Pickering was actually the place I lived for much of my teenage years, so that was where I ended up. You're in Vancouver, Dio? Hey, let's go. So I guess you're like an honorary Canadian then. So Dio is another Canadian, I guess. I'll call you a Canadian for now. You're part of the family.
Keep fighting.
Oh my god, he's getting surrounded. I might play more control. This is the very chaotic one. And unless my teammates kind of know how to plant crests, it's kind of like... kind of seems pointless to play. Well, I wouldn't say pointless, but... like... I think our teammates are just kind of playing the game but not depositing. Yeah, definitely is, I don't know if it's stacked, because I don't see any other players playing that are stacked, like the same team. It all seems very random. But I definitely see your point though, Jay. Like, having a team would be better. Yeah, these are the solo lobbies, yeah. What happened to this place? You mean you two? Not too sure what you mean there, Dio. Yeah, I typically solo queue, but of course I'm just testing out the mode to see what it's like. Oh, no way I lost that.
You'll be back.
Oh, Vancouver? Last time I visited there? I have no idea about Vancouver. I couldn't tell you about Vancouver. Never been there. Never lived there. So I can't give you my opinion. I've only been in Toronto for most of my life. Well, not last, but let's say the first 22, 23 years of my life I was in Canada, and then after that I never looked back. I've been in Japan ever since. So I couldn't really tell you what Vancouver would be like. Though I imagine things are probably better there than Toronto, because Toronto, last time I checked, pricing for housing is really high. And people I'm hearing are homeless there and stuff, which is crazy to think about because back when I lived in Toronto, living in Toronto back then, man, like you can get like a 2-bedroom apartment in Toronto for like under $1,000. Like you can pay like 700 and you get like a spacious 2-bedroom, large living space. Living room is massive, kitchen's big. Like I lived with my mom and we just shared a 2-bedroom space and it was massive. Massive, and we just paid like $700. Now my mom is paying close to $2,000 and she's by herself now because I'm not there anymore to help her out. It was crazy. All right, so how much have I actually completed? I want to see what the actual okay, so we're not bad. Okay, so you get some pretty decent points. You get a lot of points actually. Wow, that's actually a substantial amount of points you earn. So I'll play more Control then. Because Tribute, I think Tribute, like you said, I feel like that requires a little bit more team orientation. Control is kind of like your typical Control. But yeah, Dio, I'm not too sure about Vancouver. I mean, hopefully it's not a mess there anymore. But I know Toronto used to be a lot better than what it is today. Toronto back in like the late 90s, 2000s, man, Toronto was the place to be. Like it was popping when I was younger. It was popping back then, man. Clubbing was great. I used to go to Yonge and Bloor, Bay and Bloor. I used to go to Eaton Center all the time. Scarborough Town Center, Yorkdale. I used to go all over the Mississauga. I used to go everywhere. Square One, everywhere, man. Loved it. And back then it was just super chill. Things were cheap. Yeah, Yorkdale, man. I used to go there back in high school and like my early college days. I used to go to like the Gucci shop because my friend worked there, and we would just go talk to the girls, you know, during lunch break. It was just a beautiful time back then, man. I used to travel by myself too. Like my parents were kind of like, don't go off on your own. Well, my dad was. My mom didn't really care that much, but my dad was like, be careful. And I was like, whatever. I would always go to Yorkdale by myself. I would take the GO train or just a TTC, and I would just go all the way to Yorkdale and just grab a bite in the what's it called, the fast food plaza, and just talk to girls and then just come back home. It was nice back then. Canada is an immigrant country now, to be honest, and the actual Canadians are becoming homeless because they only hire foreigners, blah blah blah. So you're born and raised Canadian? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm born and raised too. Like I'm literally born and raised Canadian, but my family heritage is Jamaican, so I'm Canadian Jamaican by blood. What a player. Yeah, I mean, back then when I was young, man, I just wanted to talk to the girls. It's what gave me the confidence, to be honest, to just socialize more and just step out of my comfort zone. I didn't even care. Like, it was always me and my best friend. We'd just go to the mall together and we would just talk to girls and just have a good laugh. It was always a good time for us. But yeah, man, bringing back the memories of old Toronto when you had like Mel Lastman with the Bad Boys. I don't know like how far back you go, Jay, but I'm 36 for reference. So, you know, me growing up in the 90s and the 2000s with Mel Lastman and, you know, Bad Boys. You had what's that guy's name? Oh yeah, what's it called? The something man. I'm the sax man. Bring money. I forgot the actual punchline now. Cashman. I'm the Cashman. Like way back in the day, the Cashman was on TV, City TV, City Pulse.
Show them why they should stay on our good side.
Like it was. I know that ad. Yeah, that was That's like the throwback 90s right there. Cashman, Mel Lastman. Yep, the fatty. Yep, the fatty with the glasses. Yep. Definitely him.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
Yeah, this is more to my liking. I like the control style of gameplay.
Captured. 2 zones are yours.
Control feels more at home to me. It feels more tactical. I don't know if that makes any sense. I like being able to like control points and just play that defensive style of holding it down. Whereas Tribute plays more just like the team deathmatch. Ooh, nice. I got a vest. Cool. Okay. That's my first Iron Banner vest, like an ornament. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, he's, oh, okay. You got the indebted kindness. Okay, all right there, Willie. All right. Okay, Willie, I see you. We have an indebted user. I love that. Love to see it.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Try and catch A here.
Zone C lost.
Yeah, man, it's so good to have another Canadian in the chat, though, just to kind of look back on memories, because
Captured Zone C. 2 zones are yours.
I don't miss Toronto. I'll be honest. There's not much to miss anymore, because I think a lot of the good things have kind of come and gone. Like a lot of the good things have come and gone for Toronto. I'll be honest. The days of old are no longer with us. But it's good to reminisce on those days where Toronto used to be top tier. Like I remember going to Kensington Market with my mom and just buying beef patties, because you already know, man. Kensington Market hit when it came to patties. And then Danforth, Donlands and Danforth had the Greek festivals. I used to love going to the Greek festivals, man, and just buying a ton of heroes.
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
Pizza Nova. Oh man, I remember 439 call Pizza Nova. Oh man, dude, those are some days for me.
Zone B lost.
Those are some days, man. And then Pizza. Is that still around? Tactical shifts.
You captured Zone B. You have the advantage. Press on.
Oh! Your 16 to 24 years were better than mine? Yeah. I'm telling you, man, growing up in Toronto back then was a different story, man. It was so good. Like Wing Machine, I don't know if Wing Machine still exists back in Toronto, but I remember going to Wing Machine with my dad. We used to buy like a pound of wings. Those wings are amazing. And Pizza back in the day was amazing too. But I don't know about nowadays. I think before I left, things were really kind of starting to kind of fall apart there.
Opponent took the lead.
Okay, so they have them. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, okay, so it's locked until what happens then? Survive.
The howls are quiet.
That's fine.
Return to the fight. 5 minutes remain.
Pizza Hut is good, but rare to find. Yeah, Pizza Hut wasn't necessarily a common one.
Opponent claims Zone C.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't hit my shots there.
Zone B captured.
I'm surprised he just ran at me. Didn't even bother shooting me.
Opponent claimed Zone A. Zone
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Domino's. Before I left Canada too, there's actually a Domino's right downstairs from my apartment. So I'd always go there. That was always my place to go. Domino's was great. I used to just buy nothing but meat lovers. And then if Domino's was closed, I'd just do pizza. And just buy meat lovers from there with the garlic sauce. Because there's one thing I'll give credit to. Pizza has some amazing... it has some amazing garlic dip. I gotta give that credit. Oh yeah, 100%. I agree on that one right there, Dio. Indian restaurants in Toronto with the roti. Whoo, my goodness. Yeah, I love me some Indian restaurants back in Toronto, man. Like, because the thing about Toronto is it was really cultural. Like, it was multicultural. So whatever food you were getting in Toronto, it was coming from the source. Like, it was coming from the actual source. India, or if you wanted Chinese food, like, you actually had, you know, people from China making the food for you. It was delicious. Korean food, you go to Koreatown, everyone there was Korean. You wanted, you know, you wanted your dak galbi, you wanted your bulgogi. You go to Koreatown, that thing was slapping. Like my ex-girlfriend, she was Korean. When I used to work at Starbucks, and we would just go to Koreatown, and we would just go and eat up the dak galbi and bulgogi, everything. It was a dream for me.
Almost over.
No, you did not did a Korean? Yeah, I did. I dated a Korean for what a few months. Because we worked together. We worked at Starbucks together, so I do not approve. I do not approve.
Zone A lost.
Oh! Scared me. No hunter will date a Korean. Oh, that's funny. Take that back. It's like a father coming in with his daughter. You will not date my daughter. Don't think you're gonna jump away from me, buddy. You're a kangaroo, but I can catch you too.
They won, but you'll be back.
You're funny, Dio. Nah. I just, again, back then, I was free back then, you know? But nowadays, you know, I'm more in that spiritual sense now. I'm more locked into my spiritual realm. So that lifestyle back then is gone. All that stuff is no longer there for me. Damn, we are okay. So you guys said I get more progress if I equip more of the armor pieces, right? And they don't have to necessarily be like, I can just equip them if they're ornaments, right? Because I want to actually double the amount of things I get. So how do I know which one is from... I don't know which one is from the Iron Banner. Is this one? Dark Age... Because I have no idea which ones are actually from the actual... I have no idea which ones are from. We'll always say iron first. Okay, gotcha. So let me see if I have any iron things here then. So nothing in my arms. Icarus, Dead End, Sword Fang, Dreambane. Flowing. Yeah, nothing here for iron here then. Irony. Let's see if there's anything in my chest then. Viridis, Vest, Warmine, Red Moon, Vest, Cryo, Errant Knight, Icarus, Insight. Okay, so iron. Okay, so if I equip this as an ornament, then it should still work, right? So if I equip this one, I have arms. Okay, so I equip this, and then let me just swap this color back then. Okay. Oh, so I did have one? Okay, I guess I must have missed it then, like you said. Okay, so arms. Tangled. Clutch, Twisting Echo, Red Moon, Insight, Icarus, Dead End, Prodigal, Moonfang, Dreambane, Scatterhorn, Glowing Grips, Shadow Spectre, Scepter, Kit Fox, Makeshift, Deep Explorer, Eidolon, Scorched, Thunderhead. Wait, did I overlook it again? Because you mentioned it's... Yeah, because I was like, I didn't see iron there. Because you said, once it says iron, I was like, alright, I'm looking for iron, but I don't see anything. Okay, well, at least I have that. So I have the chest piece. Do I have the legs then? Maybe I have a leg piece somewhere? Red Moon, Icarus, Dreambane, Prodigal, Swordflight, Dead End Cure, Glowing Boots, Outlander. So nothing for these either. Okay, so I only have one. What about my cloak? I mean, I feel like my cloak would have it. Dreambane, Wild Hunt, Legacy's Oath, Cloak Judgment, Be Thy Guide. No, nothing here either. I wonder if it's actually somewhere. Maybe it's in my tower? Did it go into my tower then, maybe? Let me just double check, make sure. But either way, so if I run with Old Sterling then, so Lethal Abundance, plus this, I get double the points then. So I have 2. Okay. This isn't that bad looking though. It's decent. But I'll change it back once this is done anyway. I'll delete this. Okay, so I have to always remember I'm gonna get double points if I run with the armor and gun. So that game I probably didn't get anything. I didn't get, well, I got something but not much. Oops, why am I going here? Why did I go to Rahul? Oh, so I did get a chess piece. Okay, so the chess piece is there. 1810. Check if I have the emblem. Where do I check for that again? I keep forgetting. There's so many things I have to check. So this vest. Oops. What am I not using? Dragon Shadow I can put away. Put away Dragon Shadow. That thing is never getting used. Okay, and I can probably invest it into one of my other pieces that I actually do use, like my Lucky Raspberry, for example.
Transfer. Goodbye.
Okay, so that can go into my Lucky Raspberry. There you go. So collections. Oh yeah, so let's see if I have the emblem now. What was it called again? I have those hold deer. I might have to log out and log back in. Oh, it's in comp?
Please, Guardian. It's busy.
No, I don't think I have it yet. I'd have to keep playing more banners. This is the one, right? Oh no, wait, do I have it? No, I don't have it. This one, the tributary?
She said she wanted
Tributary?
to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
So I guess I can get this one now because I have access to Iron Banner now. Because when I played it, I had very little time. Delete one? Okay, let me delete I think it's character, right? Okay, let me delete delete this one. Okay. Player, competitive. Yeah, it's still not there. I have to obtain it. So it's still not there yet. Once I play more, then I should be good. You can always get them from back there. Okay. So yeah, once I do obtain this, I'll likely throw it on there because I do like the lone wolf. Definitely very much who I am, I guess, at heart. But I guess I have to play more of this. I don't know how long I have to play though. Wow, all that only gave me 1 engram? That's crazy. Would have thought I got more from that. From all that playing I just did.
Into the fire, Guardian. The Cabal recognize might, yes, but their philosophy is not so
Okay.
simple.
So quest-wise, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm hoarding all these. I'm not touching these yet. Okay. Let's just run more control. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll just go back there whenever I need to grab that one. I guess I'll be playing this most of the week because usually I'll play like control, like regular control, because when Sparrow control was there, I was playing that. Well, I wasn't playing Sparrow, but I was playing control. So this week I'll likely be playing a lot of this Iron Banner just to farm up so I can get both the new weapons. Because I really want to get the new Strand grenade launcher. So once I can get that and the new multi-mock SMG, that'll be perfect for my Strand build. Because then I can run with EX Dearest and then maybe a grenade launcher, or well, they're both GLs, but I can try both. I want to see how they both fare in PvE. I won't be on that much longer, Jay. This is probably not, this is not like a regular time period, so don't get used to this time. I'm really just playing right now, just kind of get a feel for things, but I'm not playing for that much longer. Like this is not a time that I would get used to. This was just a rare stream that I do because it was into the light stuff. Tomorrow is my usual schedule, so like 7:30 a.m. JST is when I stream. So perhaps tomorrow we can do this, we can run some, and then Friday, of course, when we have the community day, we can run more of that too. But today, right now, I'm literally just like jumping in, just kind of getting a feel for the mode again, because I literally have not played it since January, so yeah. Tomorrow, just look forward to the notification. That'll be my usual streaming time, because I don't want to get into the habit of like leading people on to think this is the regular time, because it isn't. It's just a rare into the light occasion. And again, next week will be the same thing because of the whatchamacallit, the final shape gameplay reveal. So I'll be up again next week. Another day I have to get up at 2 in the morning to watch. Actually, maybe earlier. Wait. Next week is 9 a.m. So technically it's, yeah, a little earlier. So it's only 1 a.m. because 9 a.m. and then, yeah, today's was 10 a.m. So I get to get some extra sleep next week at least. But yeah, I'm gonna totally be down to get y'all in here tomorrow. And then, yeah, we can run this and just grind together. Get some god rolls for the GL and the SMG. Speaking of which, maybe I should run an SMG. I have a lot of ARC stuff now. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely changed it. I changed it to control already, because you can choose between tribute and control. So I just chose control, because tribute was all right. I wouldn't say it's a mode I would play all the time. I just like the feel of control better. Just your more traditional, capture a base and yeah, exactly. It's just I tried to be a little bit polite, but yeah, you say it kind of sucks. It's not my cup of tea, I would say. Like I prefer supremacy over that, because at least with supremacy it's just like playing hardpoint, I guess. It's a hardpoint where you're just collecting dog tags and then that's it. I don't have to collect dog tags and then deposit them. It's just I shoot you, I gather my dog tag and I'm out. But having to collect the dog tag, then run back to a spot, knowing that the spot can disappear because it's timed, it's like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just play control. And control is just fun because you can actually just sit there with your team and defend the base. And you're just constantly moving back and forth between A, B, and C, which is always nice. Like, this is one of the like the gameplay modes for like quick play that I enjoy a lot. In competitive, it's kind of nice too. Like I like collision a lot because it's similar, and then competitive is also the same. Because I'm more of a 3v3 guy than a 6v6. I prefer the smaller, condensed, more tactical approach to playing. But of course, in this case, we're just playing for the sake of Iron Banner to get some good god rolls.
Iron Banner.
Alright, so this might be my last one then, because we're about 3 hours in, and usually I don't want to go too long on this. I don't want this to feel like a normal stream. But we will be back. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. We will be back tomorrow. Can't even say we will. It's crazy. I've been 1 in 12 evaluating Guardians for the past 20 minutes. No way, brother. Seriously? It's been that bad for you?
2 zones are yours. Zone A captured.
That's not cool.
Zone C lost.
Running cap anyway. But 20-minute wait time, dude? How is that possible?
2 zones are yours.
How?
Zone A lost.
Like, I'm finding games left and right. It's actually crazy how it's taking you that long to find the game?
Captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Have you tried like resetting and everything too, and it giving the same issue?
Zone B lost.
Oh, he's behind me. Yeah, that's weird, Geg, because I know that you get into games, right? So I'm not too sure how that's working. Because I'm just getting like left and right games.
Zone advantage is yours.
Yeah, capping B is going to be good for us.
Zone B captured.
Oh, my tracking was clean there. He did not leave the sky. He just got tracked. Oh, he's 1 HP there. Man, I love solar. The solar grenade. Such a great AoE tool to just keep people out of my face. Hey, let's go. Restarted? Nice. Yeah, this is a solid AR, man. This is a high impact frame I can definitely use more. Solid gun.
Zone A lost.
Very, very solid. Steady. Just nice and consistent. That's what I love. And the ADS is clean. I love the reticle on this gun. It's nice.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
So they're all out there. Fine. I want to try and push out.
Zone A captured.
Let's go, Gegman.
Show them what that means.
Cause you gotta get in there, man. Hopefully tomorrow when we play together, we'll bring Jay in with us too. It'll be like me, you, Jay, whoever else wants to join us for the Iron Banner grind. Cause tomorrow is gonna be all day banner, like all day Iron Banner for us, just so we can all farm for the pieces, the good weapons,
Flames have gone cold.
so we can all be ready for onslaught. Well, Jay probably not, because Jay already mentioned that he doesn't like the
Opponent
mode that
claims
much.
Zone C. Zone A captured.
Okay. Probably should have just paused there.
Zone B.
I gotta go to zone C then. Get out of there. Probably best for us to just cap this point. You're down? Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, me, you, Jay. We'll just do it up. And of course, anyone else down to play with us can do that too.
5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far.
Of course, popping the well.
Zone B lost.
I want to pop that sword. There we go.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Nice. I'm getting a lot of triumphs. This is actually good because I haven't played this mode, so I'm unlocking all the triumphs for this mode, which is great.
Zone A lost.
Oh, I had to jump up in the air there for that. I was so close to tapping my super there, but I said nah.
2 zones are yours.
I think now would be a good time to tap it though. Yeah, let's go. Just open it up. Oh my gosh.
B lost.
He just teleported in front of me. I mean, I kind of saw him, but I swear I was ready for that. I guess not. Well, that was a waste. As long as we keep capping, we should be good.
Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours.
Gotta just push
Zone
this.
C lost.
Let's keep popping these points, and we should be nice.
3 minutes left. You captured Zone B. You have the advantage. Press on. Zone A lost.
Yeah, we're gonna try and cap A again. Yep, keep him away. I was a bit too preempted there in my melee.
They've almost taken this one. Make them.
I'm surprised they actually came back and took this one.
You captured Zone C. 2 zones are yours. Zone B.
Yeah, I think how we're losing here is they're probably just not capping effectively. Yeah.
Good counter. Now hit them again. Not this time.
That's all good. Swarm of the Raven. That's another one. That's a new weapon for me.
You face them again.
So I guess the only way I can obtain that multi-mock is just by consistently playing and unlocking it for me, right? And I imagine if whether you win or lose, it'll pop up anyway. I hope. Not too bad. But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of RNG then. Well, that's totally fine. I mean, I have most of my day. Whenever I'm on my downtime, I can just come back in and grind it. But yeah, that'll be it for now, folks. Again, I don't want to spend too much of my time playing because, like I said, it is literally like 5 in the morning for me, and this is usually when I wake up. This is usually the time I'm waking up to get ready to stream. But right now, I'm gonna probably go back to bed and get some much needed rest, and then come back tomorrow, regular time, and we'll grind it out. We'll spend again a good portion of the stream just playing Iron Banner, because everything else we've kind of already done. You know, I've already done the raids and dungeon stuff, but this is brand new. This is great for us to kind of jump in fresh, play, farm for some good rolls, and then just get ourselves ready for next week. So that being said, just want to thank you all for being here and checking out today's stream. The live stream was awesome. I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm excited for what's to come for Pantheon, for the PvP, for all the new maps that are dropping. I'm really hyped for all that. And of course, I'm hyped for you know, attuning all the god weapons that are coming out. Can't wait for Luna's Howl. Can't wait for Mountaintop. Can't wait to just run the Onslaught and just test it out with all these builds I've been testing and, you know, theory crafting. And thank you, Lollipop. Appreciate you. I appreciate you being here from the very beginning. One of the first to be in the chat today. Thank you, as always, for being here. I love you. And so, as always, New Warriors, stay strong, keep fighting, and may the Force be with you all, always. I'll definitely get my rest. You folks as well. I'll catch you in the next one, alright? Much love. Talk to you soon. Alright? Peace.